I've had so many things.
That's got something.
It's all up. Yeah, let's leave that. Tablets can go on spin then. Can go, yeah. And batteries won't put them all the way. I'll just put them upstairs, them ones. Put them over there when I'm going. I've got my things run out now. One of the charger.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to last long like that. All right. What about this top?
Yes.
I've had this on for 15 years, something like that, 20 years. I just kept it, you know. Retro, isn't it? Retro. My hat's the same match. I'm not scruffy. Are you ready to go?
Been on for a while.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh. Why didn't you tell me? I could have said something bad then. Hello, everybody. I'm just having a bit of this to try and give me a boost. My hands are killing me today. Fucking killing me, that right hand. Been up nearly all night again. I'm probably getting about 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night. No. Right, just go to the top first, which is myself. Come on, Brian Cockerill. Welcome to the show, Brian. Freedom's at the top as usual. Mark Emerson, keep on trucking. Love you, son. Hangman Audits, great lad, Mark. Mark there. Hangman Audits, Mark's a great lad. You should get him on your show, mate. Just tell him about the little trucks and that. It'd be good that. Freedom, and again, fucking hell, more freedom than enough. Andrew Williams, hi Andrew, thanks for the lovely comments, Andrew, today. As you've seen that fucking half with again, what about 50 comments today? Nobody's watching your show, Brian. Well, he is Mr. Tinfoil. 1,200 people a night day at least. Sometimes 1,300 people a day. So 7 days a week, seven days every week. People come on here. We don't get hundreds of views. We get probably between 60 and 80 viewers on here, but we've got people around Australia, America, and that's how we get more views in the middle of the night. So when I wake up, say 4 or 5 in the morning, I'll have got to be 600 views in 6 hours or something, 600-700 views. But if there was no one coming on, what are all these people? Joe fucking Scotch Mist, that'd be a good day, wouldn't it? So get them down further down. But you're racing ladies on here somewhere. Yeah, you're having a good chat, and you lot. Rich Sea Biscuit 78, another great lad. I'm going to start wearing my glasses, you know. My fucking eyes are terrible. Hope everyone having a blessed Sunday. Yes, we all are. Hangman Audits. God bless you too, son. See what I mean? The nicest of people in here, and the quality of their speech, and then we're all calling each other names, and fucking we're all helping each other. And just everyone, I just want you to all say a prayer tonight for what do you call his name? I think of his name will come back to me in a minute. I've just been worried about him the last few weeks. He's not been well at all. Let's have a look. Scotland whooped England. Yeah, fucking destroyed. We're getting beat. Hangman Audits at first, weren't they? I think it was 21-0 or something. I was listening to the Man U match. I might as well have fucking. I'd been better if I was got a whip my fucking self, or burnt me fucking hands in the fire or something, because I'd have got a better buzz off that than watching Man United. You might as well just top yourself. They're absolutely fucking 375 grand a week. That Martial, he sat there known for a fuck. He could have went to Bayern Munich the other month, don't he go? Because he's getting £275,000 a week. Over £1 million a month. People fucking starving all over the world, and he's getting that type of money. He's sitting in the fucking house watching telly, pretending he's fucking injured. How can he be injured 6 months? Fucking bullshit. And that other one was the same, that Sancho. I'm not going to apologise to the manager. Well, I'm afraid you have to in this world. You've got to stand up and have some balls and say, look, if I'm in the wrong, no matter who it is, I'll come up and apologise. I don't give a shit who it is. It could be that big. It could be that fucking 6'10" or whatever size. If you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. You just go up and be a proper man and say, look, I got it wrong. I apologise. I was listening to such and such. Well, that's what happened to me with that daft cunt when I first got with him. I was sticking up for him every other day. He was going, oh, Kev killed me, threatening me. So I was going, Kevin, are you all right? He was going, and Kevin would tell me the real story. And it would be never ending every day, because me and Bobby were going up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock, dinner time, take the kid to school for him, go to down Middlesbrough for him, pick him up, drop him everywhere. Never once put 10 pence in the car. Stephen's Race said the same. He went, every time we've got anywhere with him, he's never ever got a penny in his pocket, because every fucking tenner he buys them blue things. But because he thinks to himself, every 20, I think he used to get them for 3 strips, 60 for 40 quid. I think if that are outright. Used to get 3 strips, I think it was, or 3 strips because he'd do them all in one night, or 4 strips it might be. For I think they were 10 quid each, for 30 quid, that was a 30 quid for 4 strips, that was it. And I said, well, fucking hell, they'll last you for weeks. She went, oh, they'll be gone then, she said, Shelley. She said, he'll have me out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll go looking for shit all over. So he's been putting loads of shit up today and yesterday, because you can see how well we're doing. So when every time we get to start doing well and doing good things, he starts with his pathetic. He's starting to pretend to be Viv Graham now. Fucking horrible. None the man's dead. And putting loads of horrible comments on like Viv Graham, saying this about me and him and this, that and the other. Loads of fucking shite. He wasn't even around, the daft little cunt. He was a 10-year-old in the playground when them people were about. And he's trying to pretend. What?
We know who the fucker is now.
Who?
You. You've blocked me. No one can see my comments.
I don't know. Fuck off.
You have.
I don't even know how to block people. I haven't got a clue how to block anyone.
If you delete somebody, that's what happens. That's what happens to freedom.
I haven't got. I can't. I can't block no one. I don't even know where the word block is on it.
No, do you know if you delete someone because you're the owner of the channel? It just automatically deletes them.
Hang, Brusky, Freedom. Please hit the like button. Freedom's telling you. The Jigsaw. Devox nearly got ran over by one trucks. John Span at the top. How you Dom? You okay, son? Another lad who's seen what was going on today was commenting on there. Seen he put up some comments on, saying he's absolutely fucking balmy. In other words, we all know it's you, Divvy, little Divvy. We all know it's you. They walked Bill over the line. I was, what the fuck, in Scottish pub only. Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm on orders. Yeah, the walked. Yeah, it was good. It was good. The one that did really well. Calcutta Cup was called. They won it 4 years in a row. I think it's the first time since 18 something, about 100 years or something. I think it is. Christopher Glenn, do you speak to Paddy? No, I think Christopher Glenn, you aren't. We'll give you a bit suspect at the moment now. You sound like fucking that Dibby. Not being disrespectful to him. You just got to know. We all know what his tricks are. Pretend to be Lee Duffy now. Not to be Lee Duffy, but like a face of Lee Duffy's coming up on Teddy Dickos and other people who are in Middlesbrough have had arguments with him. And he's coming up saying things under Lee Duffy. He's fucking round the fucking bend. Who would want to sit all day thinking of poison things? I mean, in all my life, right? I've been in the villain world, you know that since I was a kid. Always fucking didn't like the police, never got on with them. But never ever have I heard any single human being in my life, in gangster films, anyone, I'm going to bum your dog, I'm going to rape your wife, I'm going to poison your dogs, I'm going to fucking poison your pets, I'm going to get your wife raped and video it. I've never heard anyone, not even in a fucking most films I've heard that. I've never even heard it in a like a gangster film or anything. I've never heard it. I've only ever heard of that fucking psycho 21's putting away in Broadmoor and the key thrown away because he's definitely fucking loopy. Any man or any human being thinking in their mind to send a message saying to someone, I'm going to bum your dad when he dies, I'm going to rape your dad when he's in his grave, he's round the fucking bend. He definitely is mentally disturbed, that cunt. And that's why none of his family will go near the fucker. They won't even let him in the house. Bad out of every one of their houses. But to talk about people's family members passed out, died, I just wouldn't. I'm going to dig your dad up, I'm going to bury you, I'm going to shit and piss on your grave to Dale Brendan Hyde. He's round the fucking bend. And always people that have got cancer like poor. There's another great person we're talking about tonight. I want to have a chat about it. Peter, I did a thing with Peter Fury, his fighter, which Savannah Marshall was a world champion. She got beat by Clarissa Shields. She did get out. She was outmatched and she was too powerful for her. But she's now the middleweight. I think she's got 2 world title belts. So I interviewed her on there anyway out of the blue. About a month later, she phoned back. She went, maybe 2 weeks later, she said, "Hey, Brian, it's me, such and such." And I went, "Hey, it'll be all right." She said, "Yeah, just to say, Peter said, thank you for the questions you answered me. They were all perfect," he said. And he said, "Brian really does know his stuff." He said, "Some of the things he said on there, I was shocked about the sprints up the bank and the cross-stitch fibers and your heavyweight training makes his hands faster and all that. He was really, really shocked. He said, that man, he said, when I started reading up, and that's what he said, everything he said was true. He said, he really does know his stuff. He said, and that's coming from the man who's got the world champion, and you obviously look how good they are. The Fury's the best, obviously, boxing family on the planet. But to have that, to say that, and it was nice. And then he had Big Joe come on. So Big Joe come on out of the blue, and God bless him, come up and said, listen, I'm here now. My name's Joe, blah, 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 Eagan. He said, the trolls, the worst thing in the worst bullies in the world, the trolls, horrible trolls. He was talking about them two fucking scumbags, him and his wife. So even he came on, the best 6 times world champion in Ireland, sparred with Mike Tyson for 2 years, and was named as the hardest man on the planet by Mike Tyson, not by somebody else, by Mike Tyson. So then he started calling Joe Eagan and stuff, and trolling Joe Eagan stuff. He's fucking ran the bend. And then we had the next person we had on. We had the fucking governor, Norman Buckland. Norman, fucking tough as all boats. Norman, his nickname is. He just won't give in. He just keeps coming at you and fighting. Norman was on. He was a lovely man. We spoke to Norman twice, and he went, horrible, horrible bully, coward. Pure coward. That's all he is, a coward. Want to fight a man who's paralysed in a wheelchair. What's a fucking coward? And he said the same. He said, they're absolute cowards. All the people, the good people, the people like you come on here and respect us, and we respect you. Yeah, I knew that daft cunt was him. I knew it was him. There you are. I'll tell you how I knew straight away. See how I knew, do you speak to Paddy? I knew it was him, that daft cunt. So he's at it again. That's it. Moron. I feel sorry for his little son. Son's a lovely kid. Says he's getting bullied off him. He said, bullies me every day. He wants me to box, and I'm doing a box. So I walked to the shop with him. I was running around the corner. I said, I'll walk to the shop with your son. So I've got him some sweets and stuff. And he went, what it is, Brian, I don't want to be a boxer. He said, I want to be a footballer. And I'm sick of telling him, but he won't listen to me. So he said, I wish I could just do the football, because I want to be a footballer. I love playing football. I don't like the box. I can box. He said, it's not for me. He said, I just don't like it. So I said, well, just do what you want to do. So me and Bobby on the way back to, and Shelly was at the table, and it was tea time. We were getting some tea stuff ready to eat, and we were going to go. Me and Bobby, and he was talking to us. I do us a favour, Jimmy. I said, let the kid. He doesn't want to be. I said, you can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. I said, he doesn't want to be a boxer. He said, yeah, he's a little fanny. Not like me. I was fighting everyone it is, and knocking everyone out at 9-year-old. He said, I fucking couldn't knock a fucking candle over, blow in the wind. Couldn't even knock a fucking candle over in the wind. You silly cunt. So the kid didn't want to box. So I got the kid to listen to me. And he said, I said, just do your own dreams, what you want to do. You know, thanks, Brian, for that. He used to give me a hug and everything, the kid, every time I went in. And he's saying I've seen the kid loads of times. I went to the school. When you went to the school with him, Mr. Tinfoil, when Teddy Dicko's relation came out to smash your face in, he come to the school to fight you, because you're doing that again at 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And Teddy's relation went straight, Mark, the colleague, went looking for him outside the school. Said, come on, you fucking cunt. He ran off and left Jameson stood in the school playground. 9, 10-year-old kid ran, left his own son stood in the playground, the coward. And when he calls people, he sends his wife out the door. He doesn't go out. He sends his wife out, and he stands at the top of the window recording everyone, trying to get them jail. That's that type of man he is, coward. Hid himself in the bedroom for 3 weeks when he offered me out. When I accepted his challenge, and I got a bit better, I was only probably 20-30% fit, but I thought, he won't even turn up against me, that much of a coward. So he's been put on the, I want to fight you. I said, well, I'll come meet you now if you want, you daft little cunt. But it's always a fake account. Tommy 1, 2, 3, Andy 5, 6, 7, just shite. So getting back to the Norman, so he come on, he said, well, we're here with you, Brian. I've got a fucking army of travellers, everything up with us, so if you ever need me. But I've never called on any help off no one, because I've always looked after myself, you know, and I've got through it. But I was doing Hartlepool last week, me and Emma talking to people over there. They went the whole of Hartlepool. If he comes in this town, he's going to get wiped out. And I mean wiped out, completely wiped out. He's finished that cunt. And the Redcar people, like that, Eston, Norman Beach chased him, South Bank, Grangetown, they've all chased him out of Teesside. He's chased off every single council of the state. Park End, Groveville, Winniebanks, the whole place have chased him. And when he's seen them run at him, he runs like fuck. He runs like a little shit house. So everyone who just went to have a go with him, he just runs off and falls into place. He's a little snivelling snitch. So Big Joe was fuming. But what Joe was more worried about was he was bullying Marty Turner. Now, Big Joe Eagan fought for Great Britain when he was a kid. He was only about 18, 19. And he was a heavyweight. He was about 8, 19 stone. So what happened is Marty Turner was a legend in our area. He was a proper legend. He passed away now. That bastard tortured him for years, torturing him, sending him gay porn and all sorts of stuff because he had his phone number. Anyway, long story short, Marty was telling me the story. He said what happened is it was Kazi, was a boxer, good boxing, a few of the lads, and he had a boxer who was called Cornelius Carr. No, Cornelius Carr was the world champion middleweight. If you don't believe me, check up Cornelius Carr, world champion. He fought Eubanks as an amateur and beat him, and he fought Nigel Ben. So Cornelius Carr's the best boxer ever from Teesside. There's loads of great fighters, but Cornelius Carr's the best boxer. The lad was the world champion, so he got beat off Steve Collins in, I think it was in Wales he fought, and he beat him, and he only beat him by a whisker. And he said, I nearly lost my house tonight. He said, the better man lost. He said he was better than me. He outboxed me, and you get that in boxing. I love that when people say, when boxers say, I'm not taking the belt. I've seen a few do, I'm not taking it. He won that. I never won that fight. And it's great when you see somebody doing that. So he says, I never won the fight. He said, I lost the fight. He said, I've never been hit with body shots. Cornelius Carr was known. Eubanks would tell you. Nigel Ben would tell you. He was known when he hit you with the body shots, he doubled you up. He said he creased me up. He said I was in that much pain. He said fucking tears in my eyes. He said I couldn't wait to get out that ring. He said never that was Steve Collins, the greatest boxer that ever lived, and that's the respect he had for him. So he helped all these people. Marty, lovely man. He used to take kids in off the street, a bit like myself, when they had nowhere to go, and put them up and put them in like beds in the house, bunk beds and stuff, and have them sleeping on the floor and on set easy. And his missus was a lovely lady. I never met his missus. Marty was a legend, and he went with Peter Robbo's, another legend in this area. He went to the government, contacted him, sent a letter to him, said, we've a British standard medal he got for the outstanding achievement what he did for 44 years of saving children on the streets, going to jail by training to be from boys to champs, the boxing books. Now, he'd written that book himself. He'd written it 10 years before he met Tinfoil. So he'd written the book from boys to champs. He gave it to him to write and print. He got it. There was nothing mentioned of Lee Duffy, Gangsters or anything like that, me or anyone else in it. So he got the book, writing the book. When Marty took that, he had COVID because he had COPD. He got COVID, and his COPD was really bad. He had this massive operation where they put like a mesh in his chest, and it was only last 2 or 3 years, they said. So anyway, he got it done, and he said, "Oh, Marty's passed away." It was Saturday afternoon. We were all crying, and that me and Emma and Bobby were fucking crying in the living room. And Robbo phoned up, and a couple of days later, Robbo phoned us with there. Marty said, "Oh, Marty's here." I said, "You never know what Boyle's done." I went, "What?" He said, "He's only gone down and told everyone I'm dead, and said I've got the last rites read," which he did get the last rites. He's gone straight down to Robert Brenton, which was Bailey Gate, Pontefract, where the publishing firm is. And he took Marty's name and put it in the corner, and then put by Martin Joseph Turner and Jamie Boyle. So then, if Marty died, he'd be the sole owner of the book. What a dirty, low-life trick to do. He wasn't even dead, pretending Marty was dead to everyone. Fucking vermin. This is before the fallout. This is why Marty fell out with him in the end. So Big Joe found out that he was bullying Marty. So Big Joe was going to come up. We stopped Joe coming up because he was going to wait up with a load of lads. So I just, no, I'll leave it, Joe. I said, "Be all right, mate. He's just a piece of shit." He said, "I'm not happy with him doing that with Marty." So anyway, what happened is Big Joe and them were training for the Great Britain team. So he was the heavyweight. And there was other kids I know from Esther and people like that, like Peter O and people like that. They were actually in going to the not the Commonwealth Games, it was the Commonwealth Games, I think something like that it was, for Great Britain, I think it was, something like that, or European, whatever it was. So they got there. So when they got there, he said, "Right, lads," it was on a minibus, Reykjavik, I think it was called, Sweden, that's it, Reykjavik. So they goes there and they've got the lightweight, the middleweight, and all that. So Big Joe Eagan's like boxing as a heavyweight. Obviously, Great Britain is, Ireland's part of Great Britain, so they've all boxing all that. So he said, "Right, lads, no, if you're going out tonight, just have a couple of pints." So they've got bunk beds in this place where they're going, like a hotel. So I think there was like 11 of them, obviously with the minibus and that, he was 12. So he said, "No carrying on tonight, come on, you've got to get to sleep, you're fighting tomorrow night." He said, "But no, not a lot of drink, just have 2 pints or 3, get your heads down and well, obviously they didn't take drugs in them days. So you're going back when Joe was 19. So Kazi, great boxer, but his hands went like mine. Fucked his hands got fucked with arthritis, but he was a fucking brilliant boxer, and he boxed really good top boxer. Anyway, Kazi's on the bottom, but he only weighed about 11 stone. Kazi. So Joe's come in, jumped on the top bunk, and fell right through the fucking bed and landed on top of Kazi. 19 clem, 19 stone landed on top of him, and everyone's fucking laughing. And Joe's he's come out, fucking Marty. What the fuck is playing that now? And then he starts creased up, laughing, falling all over the floor. Marty Turner. He fell through the top. Anyway, they won the tournaments. Every one of his boxers won the tournament. So Lee Duffy was when Lee was about 6 or something. He was good, and he could see that Lee was getting bullied. So he pulled them together in the gym. He went, "Listen, come here. I want to talk to you. So come here. See this kid. He was only little Lee. He was only a kid, little tiny kid, 6-year-old. He came boxing, and he said, anyone bullying him, I'd bad out this gym, because Lee got bullied terrible as a kid, Lee Duffy, really bad. So what happened when he started training? Marty started training him, and Lorna Lancaster. Now Lorna's been getting bullied off him. She said, I've been getting loads of stuff saying, I'm going to bum this, I'm going to do that. I said straight away, we all know what it is. She's been that's why she hasn't come on at the moment, so she can leave it a bit. She said, I've been getting tortured saying I'm a witch, I'm a devil worshipper, I'm all this shit. So she's been getting tortured as well now. So that's why we haven't had her on. That scumbag's been tortured. 60-odd-year-old woman bullying another one. Fucking scumbag. I'll just talk about this anyway. So the Marty's obviously got Lee in the ring. Lee trained. This is Lee Duffy before he became a fighter. She's gone in. He's only just a little kid, 6-year-old. Start training. So anyway, a lad's gone in. And Sean Day went, because Sean Day used to have where South Bankers, Sean Day used to have the arcades. So Lee Duffy used to nick off school all the time. And I did in the arcades. He loved the arcades. They're like bing, 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 bing. On the fucking, what were they called then? Not Galaxican, yeah. And then they want to go, pew, 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 and you fight the things up in the air and you shoot them down. He had them fucking things anyway. And Lee Duffy used to nick off. So his mum used to come in and say, have you seen my son? I said, oh no, he's not in here. I said, he's been in earlier on, but he's gone. I said, I'm going to fucking kill him. He said, he's off nicking off school again. I've had the people on the phone from the school, the headmaster. Said he's off again. So he's nicked off again. So anyway, Lee starts boxing there. So one lad's gone in about 9 when he's 9-year-old. With Sean, he said, I went back in when he was about 11, 12, but he said he was hitting the fucking bag like a 16, 17-year-old kid. Bang, big right hand, big left hook. He said he was fucking awesome. He said, then when he went to jail and he came out, he went to jail and he came out when he was about, he went to jail at 16 and he got 3 years. And he came out, well, might be 80, I think he got 4 years. He came out 16. Yeah, he came out when he was about 20, he come up for 21, I think it was. And he went in like that and he came out, and he, like Carol said, he came out and he had a fucking 6-pack on top of a 6-pack. He was ripped to the bone. He never was ever 6'2", 6 foot. What was he said? That crank. He said he was 6'4". That's how much he did his due diligence on a book. Didn't even get the fucking right height of Lee Duffy. Lee Duffy was 6'2" and a bit. That's how tall he was, and he weighed between 14.5 and 15.5. He only ever got bigger when we were going to have the second fight. He went up to 17 stone. He went on a bit of gear, got himself up there, and never come off the fight. So what happened is he ended up phoning me in the pub and said, look, me and you were the best 2 fighters going. He said, I know that, you know that. He said, instead of us fucking fighting to each other, why don't we team up together and just take the fucking, instead of everyone having little bits of the pie, we'll just take the whole pie off every cunt. He said, they'll work for us, but we won't bully them enough. We'll just but they'll get better stuff. They'll get looked after better, and that's what we've done. And people say it's probably the biggest tag team ever, Lee Duffy and Brian Cockerill. You could have got maybe Roy Shaw and Lenny McLean, but we're never friends. And you get that in places where you'll get, like, say, 5 top fighters or 4 top fighters in an area. You might get 1 or 2 fight each other, but you always get, like, it could be Tommy, it could be Johnny, and them 2 don't want to fight each other in case they lose and lose their reputations. They'd rather be ranked number 2 or number 3 than get beaten in a fight. But at me, I'd rather have the fight and either win, lose, or fucking draw. I'd rather do that, in the fight. When did that? That little cunt. Never, ever had a boxing fight. Oh, actually, I used to tell everyone, when I was in the ABAs, I was doing so well in my boxing career. I was making not much money. Oh, let's just put in the book. Oh, Lord, a fucking garbage. Never, ever had a street fight in his life with anyone. Absolute coward. Shirley, they're bullying me, Shirley. Like a little coward on the phone. That's what he's like. As soon as somebody starts calling him, he gets there to go and bully them. leave it with me. Like, what do you think you're doing and all that shit? All mouth. She's another coward. When Teddy Dicko's, she was doing something to Teddy Dicko, and Teddy Dicko's daughter phoned her up and off their house, and she went, I'll wipe the floor with you, Shirley said. And she went, oh, well, yeah. She tell you where I'm on my way now in the taxi. I know exactly where you are in Stokesley. My mate lives across the road from you, told her the name. She went, I'll get the police, I'll get the police, I'll get the police. She started screaming like a big fat fucking shithouse. Absolute big coward. Two cowards together they are. Bullies on the phones, but shithouses when it comes face to face. And that's what these people are. Trolls. Got no arse whatsoever. They do it all through their fake accounts and they'll use other people's names, but they can never meet you one-on-one. Space Invaders, that's right, Dom. Good lad. Corrado is, I'm thinking of. Carrad, I always call him Corrado. Carrad. Wayne Carrad, I think it is he's called. He's a lad. I told him to come on tonight, but he's not been well. But I told him to come and see me because he's really struggling with depression, really bad. We've all had it. That's why if you see him on Wayne Carrad, give him a little comment, guys, because he's really struggling at the moment. But he won't mind me saying because he's already asked for help on here when you've seen it yourselves. He likes the English bull. Said, fucking hell, he likes letting to go on the computer. It's him who's fucking him bullying everyone. You get it? He's bully. So Big Joe Eagan was fuming. So Joe Eagan phoned me. No, he phoned, sorry. Marty Turner was here. And Matt Legg come, another great lad, Matt Legg, he come on, he said, fucking bullies, Bully and Bride. He came on together, united with Joe, the arms together, just to say, we're here for you, Bride. So Big Joe Eagan, Matt Legg, all these people supporting us. Even Big Frank Bruno, he said, I'd give him my best. So he said to Matt, he said, we'll do some shows. Then I talked to Joe. Joe said, me, you and Frank we'll do shows in London. He said, you're getting £1,000 a night. You get your hotel paid and that. He said, when you get fit, me, you and Joe and Matt will do the shows between us. He said, we'll do really well, us four. So that was nice of him. But it's lovely having people like that, top celebrity people like that on you. And then I've got John Elite from America. I did a show with him when he came on the podcast. He was fucking 33 people. He was charged for murder when he worked for the Gambini family, the biggest family ever. There was 5 families, like different areas, but the New York family were the biggest one. And they decided that what they would do was they would have a franchise where we all have, like, say, a captain who's, say you've got 20 people in your camp. He's the captain, and then you've got the boss, the main boss, and then the main boss in that area. There's 5 areas, so the main 5 bosses would all get together and go, say, one of the bosses wanted to take him out, not like shoot him, kill him. The other 4 would get together and decide what they were going to do. And if they said for the 4 families, say, yeah, against one family wouldn't have a chance. The New York family was so powerful. Lucky Luciano was the first one who started it, and I can't remember his fucking name now, the brain they called him. I can't remember his fucking name. He was a gangster, but he was Polish, he was Jewish. And obviously you can't be a made man when you're Jewish, but he was the cleverest gangster of all time. And it was Al Capone. Al Capone was a fucking genius. Al Capone had $660 million when he died in jail. He had everything boxed off. He killed over 400 cops. No, for 400 to 600 coppers he killed, because one of them shot his brother. He got one of his brothers got shot by a cop. New York, I think it got New York, Chicago cop. So he went out and he was like, wiping them out against the walls. Fucking, I wish I was in them days. I wish them days were these days. I know what I'd be fucking wiping out. Wouldn't be the Chicago cops. Fucking scum. So I've been on bail now. We're going into the 2nd year now on bail for a fucking piece of shit, dog shit, fucking cat pants who dared meet anyone for a straightener because he's a shitbag. He uses all these. Now I'm going to get my mate onto you. I'm going to get Paul Venice. I'm going to get Richie Horsley. I'm going to get Mick Solway. But all them, as Paul Venice said to Maniac not long ago, he was at a do about 3 months ago. He said, "I am Brian's mate." Went, "Oh, Brian was some manly boy in his day." He said, Paul said, he was a giant, massive, fucking could fight for fun. Great lad, he is a legend. And he said, "Oh, what do you think about Jamie?" He went, "Oh, don't mention him to me." He said, everything he touches turns to shit. Every single thing. So he promised him movie with this movie, a movie with that. It was all. Paul said, "Listen, I'm telling you now, you're going to come back to me and go, Brian, you're right about him. He's a fucking crank." And obviously he's come back now and so said it because he said, "Please don't mention him to me again." He said, he just light-headed. I can't stand him. He just tells lies. Everything he tells is lies. Everything he touches turns to shit, he said. Woof, woof. Oh, that's fucking Wolf. Woof, woof, Wolf said. Hey, your Wolf's going mental because he hasn't let her in, mate. Yeah. He's like me. Christopher Gillen. You top man, mate. Thank you, Christopher. God bless you, mate, and thank you for the comment. Peter Rocks, it would be great fun. Yes. I feel a bad moon rising. Do you know that saying? I feel a bad moon rising. I bet you don't know what that's about. I'll tell you what it's about. It's about in Vietnam, and when the patrols used to have to go out, like the American soldiers, they'd go out with the guns, and if it was dead still the night and the moon was full, they'd get caught by snipers because the snipers could catch them with the moon. That's right. Don't go out tonight. That moon's going to take your life. Hey, the bad moon on the rise. So the bad moon rising up means the moon's like a spotlight on you. And they'd go out and, oh, fucking hell, it's a full moon tomorrow. And they'd be like drawing things to see who couldn't go and stuff. A lot of them got wiped out because of the moon. That's what it's off. I think it's Painted Black, I think it's called, that song. No, that's a different one, isn't it? I think Bad Moon Rise. That's the same people in it, I think. I think one's from Credence Cool Water or something called. Credence Cool Water, I think they're called. The other one's Mick Jagger, isn't it? That's right. Painted Black is Mick Jagger, I think. And then Credence Cool Water, they're called. Them other band that come out, they were fucking hell, they're brilliant, but they've copied off their style. They look like them. They display like them. I just can't think the name of them. I mean, the brilliant band that came out. Oh, fucking hell, it was a brilliant song. It was like top of the chart for weeks and weeks in the chart. So yeah, Big Joe backed us up. Joe, Norman Buckland, I'll be at your house with any time you want. Big Matt Legg, all them top people from all over the country. John Lee said, I've got plenty of people over there, Brian, if you need help. Any amount if you need them. And that's what was happening. People from everywhere wanted to do all sorts of this cunt. And I just left it. I thought, fuck it, I'll leave it. It's just a piece of shit. If I look at the way the Lord's had vengeance of man, look at the state of him. I look at me now. I'm getting better every day, even though my hand's still bad. I'm getting better, putting weight on, look better. He looks like a complete tramp and lives in a bin, like fucking Fraggle Rock out fucking Sesame Street. Down at Fraggle Rock, woof, woof. Fucking tramp. Gonzo, what's he calls it? Gonzo, the one that's in the bin. He looks like him because he's got ginger hair like him. He dyes his hair black to get it look like me. He wears shorts because I wear shorts. He does them, boom, 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 when I mess about. He does that. So he copies everything you do. He's like a proper little. You know, at school, you get somebody copying you and you think, get away, you fucking freak. Dutch Schultz was a very dangerous man. Dutch Schultz, German. He was German, Dutch, German, Jewish people was his family. He was very dangerous. There was Machine Gun Kelly. He was extremely dangerous as well. I call him Machine Gun Kelly because he had a machine gun. But for me, John Dillinger was a cut above them all, and Bonnie and Clyde, they were phenomenal. She was actually more of the driving force in that team than he was. She had more bottle than him. She was fucking didn't give a fuck. She just didn't give a fuck. She'd fight anyone, machine gun. She got shot. She got burnt the fuck her leg and everything. She still, instead of going to the hospital, she still went on the run with him. But yeah, they were great. Used to call it the, what was it they called it? I can't name the fucking thing now. What's it called, that street? Sesame Street, that's it. The monster in the bin. That's what he looks like. That Sesame Street, not Fraggle Rock. Sesame Street. Scruffy cunt. I thought it was the moon the end of the month. No. It's a moon. I tell you what the moon does. Right, you've got the world we're in now, right? So we've got the atmosphere and you've got your gravity pull and everything. So what the moon does, the moon can't pull the world. So what the moon does, if it's half a moon, there'll be half a tide. It pulls the water in the seas and in the rivers. So when it's a full moon, it's a full tide. When it's half a moon, it's half a tide. When it's quarter of a tide, it's quarter of a tide, quarter of a moon. So the moon pulls can't pull the world. It's too big. It's a celestial body, it's called. So that pulls the waters. Have a look on that. It's a pull. But they do say that more people are killed on a full moon than they are, and it's something to do with the light. I don't know if it's just a psychological thing, but a lot more people are killed when the full moon's out than the full moon isn't out. We're getting more and more people on here, so just going to go up a bit more, see if we can get this a bit more. So Big Joe Eagan, I feel a bit bad here. I'm not going to say bad. I love them both. I love Big John Fury, Tyson Fury. We all love Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. We all love Tyson Fury. Fucking hell, he's the best boxer on the planet, without a chat about whether he wins. Not saying any way he goes to box, he'll just change it. So if he can't put out box someone, he'll be a fighter and change it. He'll go back to the old street fighting type of boxing, or he'll go boxing, or he'll go. But he's that big. When Matt Legg said, he said Matt Legg was a message come up, and that's it. You pussies out there, not one of you heavyweights will spar with me. I'll challenge anyone who used to spar with me. So Matt Legg phoned him up. He said, "It's me, Matt Legg. I'll spar with you." He said, "Well, come and spar me now. Meet me at such and such." So he went and seen him in Manchester. He said, "I got really good money off Bryce." And then, because I went there, when this man's got balls, this man's bad. Three rounds he did with him. He said, "He gave me really good money." And then about a week later, he said, "Got a phone call." He said, "Could you come back?" He said, "I want to treat you." And he went back and stayed with him at the caravan for about a week, I think. And I knocked it out. So he's very good friends of the Furies. Really good friends. So it was nice of him. But he's a lovely lad. Matt Legg, he's come here 2 or 3 times. He's been to my house, stayed with us, and really got on with him, really nice lad. And he stayed. So I was on my hospital bed and he was sat on the other side, and Marty was there. Got a phone call. Marty, he said, "Hey, yeah." He said, "It's me, Joe Eagan." So he put on loudspeaker. He went, "Hiya, man, how you doing, mate? How you doing, me boss?" And my old coach and all that. He talked about the old days and the fights. It was great to see Marty smiling, because that fucker was sending him all sorts of gay, rape, porn and disgusting images of young lasses. And he was having to get his son come all the way from Leeds to take the stuff off his phone, torturing an old man, 76-year-old. In his day, Marty would wipe the fucking floor. That's him, Groucho in the dustbin. That's him, scruffy cunt. So he was torturing that old man for fucking nothing, just because he asked for his money, his invoices, like I did, went to court, won the court cases. And that's what it's all over. We won the court case in court, we beat him. So anyway, so he's talking to, Matt Legg's talking to him on the phone, and then Norman comes on the phone. Norman's talking to us, so we're all talking to Norman. There's like three conversations. We're all sat on the bed. But he said, "Oh, big fella," he was shouting Norman. I said, "Yeah, Norman, you." And he said, "Oh, thanks for the podcast," because I did a podcast a couple of months before it. And they loved it, We said, "That's great." And Brian's a legend. He said, "Brian's one of the greatest fights ever." And then Joe come and he went, I concur with that. He said, 100%. He said, "Brian, you fought some tough men in your day, mate." And he said, "You were up there with the best." He said, "You're fucking legend, mate." He said, "That's why I wouldn't ask you to come with me, because I know what you are." He said, "I'd ask you to come, because I know you can people will come to see you. I know people come and sit, people will buy tickets to see the fights, man. You're a legend, mate." He said, "That we all know you are." So these little scumbags calling you behind screens, they're nothing but little fucking fakes. And I listened to it because he was right. And she English Bull Terrier was the mark. And so what I'm thinking here, so I feel a bit bad, but what I'm saying is, I wish they wouldn't fight. And Joe Eagan, I love to bits. John Fury, I love to bits. But when you get into our age, your body's not the same, man. Your fucking spleen's not the same. Your muscles aren't as strong. Your neck's not as strong. So one of them could get killed in that fucking ring, because they're both big, strong men. One punch at that weight, and your spleen or something, or your kidneys, or your liver. I wish they'd fucking just do an exhibition one or something. But the way they're going on, someone who's going to get fucking killed. It's and I love them both. I think John's a great lad. Tyson Fury, I think I well him, obviously. He was one of my heroes when I was poorly, because he come out and said, "I was on crack." He said, "I've done this and done that." I thought, if he can do it, I can do it. I can nowhere near as big as Tyson Fury. Never will be, never ever. But if he can do it and come out, he was going, "No, don't be telling people." He said, "I wouldn't tell anyone. Me, I've been on it since I was 12. I've been on the tablets since I was 12, 15. I started the brown." He said, "I know I'll be on it for the rest of my life." He said, "I wouldn't dare come out and tell people." I said, "What? People know you're on it. You can fucking tell. You look off your head every time you come on a podcast. You can't talk without drugs. If you can't talk without drugs, it shows you how much a coward you are." Yes, these people can't talk without drugs or drink. It means the cowards can't go to shows or meet people. When he went to fucking Wakefield with Dale Brendan High, Dale said he was going to the pubs. Going, "Oh, he looks a big lad. You won't hit me, Billy." "Oh, they look like they're looking at me there." He said he was fucking shitting himself. Everyone in the pub, because it was a rough place, Wakefield, where I offered Paul Sykes out. The coward shit himself, and he wouldn't fight me. The little coward shit himself. He even gave me £1,200 out of his own money. Went and got the money out of the lad's house. Got off the lad, come back and give me £1,200 of the money that we got off the lad. He got the lad to go and get the money, because he taxed us lad £1,200. Me, Dave Garside and Terry Rich went through. Sykes was at the table with a little tiny school type boy, little skinny little thing about fucking 17 or 18-year-old. And I went in and I went, "Hey, yo, you Sykes." He went, looked at me. I went, "Hey, I'm talking to you." He just put his head down. I went, Get outside. Do you want to fight? Get outside." And he just went, No, hard. I went, and he just put his head down, and he was doing that, looking at me, just the corner of his eye, and I went, where's the money? Where's the £1,200 or such and such? He went, go and take them where the money is, so you can get the money for them. So we jumped in the car, went with this young lad, and this house got £1,200, and we went to the lads who we owned it to, and he showed us this lad, the young lad, because we didn't know the addresses, and we went to there and gave the lads 600 and said, we haven't 200 each. Oh yeah, brilliant. If we get any more, you better get some more debts, because he's done it to loads of people. So later on, we got another debt about a year later. It was Dave, the guy side, phoned me and said, got a debt there from him again, from Wakefield. So we went through, and he was sat at the same table. There wasn't a young lad, just on his own. And then Dave went in just before me, and Dave offered him out twice. He said, get outside, you fucking bully. So the lad he took the stuff off, it was like 2 jade elephants about that big. You know, the jade, I don't know if it was Ming Dynasty, something like that, but I wasn't into that type of stuff, I didn't know. And this man was called Dave, and he run all these stuff in Wakefield. And anyway, me and Dave Garside going, another great friend of mine, Dave Garside, he was heavyweight. I fought him, he was heavyweight, he fought for the British heavyweight title. And he's telling me, I can't fight the daft little cunt. Fought Lee Duffy, one of the greatest fighters ever. Fucking divvy, fucking crank, little crank. Could stand sit here all day long and tell other people I've had fights with, but you already know. So that crank telling me what I am and what he is. You've never had a fight in your life. Ragamuffin, that's all he is, yeah. Tramp. So every fucker can't stand him. And I can't see what Henry Wharton's going to do with him. So I can't see Henry's a great lad, and they can't stand grasses and policing farmers down there. I made Henry once warned. I think he's already been warned, to tell you the truth. So he goes down there, tinfoil, he's in the pub. So then he goes with Simon Ambler, and he was doing the same. And he went, oh, look at him, he's got a knuckle duster. He's going to hit me with that, is he? He said he was fucking shaking. Basically, but you'll see Simon Ambler on my podcast. Put it in, you'll see him talking about it. If you put Dale Brendan Hyde, you'll see him talking about him. And then 2 different people from Wakefield come through and said, I couldn't have beat you, but I could never have fucking beat you in a million years. You're fucking never in your league. Yeah, he was a boxer, he was this, he was that. Yeah, he had 10 fights, I think. That's all he had, 10 fights, and he lost most of them. Well, he had a couple of draws. In the last fight he had, he got knocked out in the first round. He was fucking shite. He gave up in the 6th round against fucking John L. Garden. He went, he was packed in, and the referee had to stop the fight. He put his hand on the ropes and packed in. Coward. If you're a boxer, you just fight to the death. If you're a street fighter, you fight till you fucking die. Unless you can't go anymore. You fight till you can't breathe hardly. If you've got nothing left in you, you give everything you had. You fought as much as you could, and you get beat, you shake the lad's hand. Then you dust yourself down. You think, right, I'm going to have another fucking fight here. You get beat the second time, you just move on. I can't beat him. 2 fights and he's beat me. But he couldn't do that. Get beat off someone, go back like I did with Garside. Poor Dave, I bit his ear off the first fight. I bit his ear off the second fight. I broke his jaw 4, 5, 6 places, I think it was. And I fractured his cheekbone, I think it was. I retired him for life after that. But when he's seen me, he was always all right with me. He's nice as pie. He's always trying to cause friction. And somebody said, well, she said, Dave Garside thinks well do you, but I said, no one ever stood up to him. No one had 2 fights with him ever. And come out the way you did. He said, he made more damage on me than all the other fucking fights I've put together, Dave said. He said, you got my fucking ear clean off, broke my fucking jaw. No one ever hit me like that or threw me around like that. He said, never. When he had all them fights. I think he had 44 fights in the ring as a professional. It wasn't like fucking him, shitbag fucking Paul Sykes. He gave up. When Dave offered him out twice, then there was a traveller offered him out in Middlesbrough in the snooker hall where it was owned by Alex Eagan. Alex Eagan had a snooker hall with the Spencers. They had their own place. And he was there. And he was in there one day, and Dave Garside walked in. He was near Tony Spencer, I think it was, and Peter. And he started being cheeky a little bit. And he went, oh, get out fucking the back, mate, you now. And he wouldn't come outside with him. Shit yourself. Pure coward he was, that Sykes. He only bullied on people he knew there was no comebacks with. You know, these people where you can know for a fact you can win. You wouldn't even fight them. Right, so you're all right. Oh, you doing? Hope you're looking good. You know, like, you wouldn't want to fight somebody you know you could fight. You want to fight someone, I'm going to have a nice fight here. And that would give me the buzz then, knowing someone, I'm fighting this lad, he's the best fighter in this area. I'm fighting this lad, he's the best fighter in Stockton. I'm fighting this lad, he's the best fighter in Middlesbrough. And when you fight people from towns, the best fighter in each town, you go to another place like Bradford to fight. And you go to Leicester and York and fucking right down London, places like that, and you're sorting trouble out for people and working with people. Your name gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's why I was ranked in the top 5, four gangsters, top 5 or 4 biggest gangsters of all time in Britain. I was ranked as the biggest, highest police. The police said he was the biggest enforcer in the country in his day. That was not an enforcer. I mean, obviously, fucking making them change their minds, what not to do that, to do this, and getting in between different gangs and different towns, or going to Bradford to sort from people in Bradford out, from people from fucking Leeds out, and getting in the middle of people like that, and go and helping people out. That scumbag wouldn't dare do that. He wouldn't have the ass to do it. I mean, oh, there's Muttley. I like that name, Muttley. Clangers. Dick Dastardly. Yeah, so 74 on, 30 thumbs up. Don't forget to push the like buttons, guys, please, to support the channel. I appreciate it. And we'll keep going on about the the Fury fight with Joe Eagan. So I don't think they should fight, because I don't want to see somebody getting hurt, especially when they're lovely people, you know. And what does he have to fight for, John Fury? The multi-millionaires. I mean, Tyson Fury's worth hundreds of millions of pounds. I can't see why they want to fucking do it, and they've already been great fighters. Just like me, it's like me, if I have to do it, if somebody's wanting to fucking fight, you have to go in a fight where it's over fucking family or something's different. But they're just fighting, obviously, for in the ring for money type of thing. And the Big Joe doesn't need it. He's a fucking actor. He gets Joe's on about $5 grand a day, and he shows he's a professional actor now. Great lad. I can't understand why they want to fucking fight each other with their friends and that. You know, I just don't understand it. But I just hope nobody gets hurt. I mean, I hope the fight's over quick and they just fucking. I hope it's just a points decision where I hope they both get a draw, because I don't want to see anyone get hurt. I love them both. I don't like them. I love them both, and they're great people. And the great people for the country as well, like Joe for Ireland, what he's done for Ireland, because like Joe came from a very poor family in Ireland. So when he came back from Ireland, when he was with Mike Tyson came back with him, and Joe was getting evicted out of his house. What he was doing, he was selling something. I can't be told me now. He was selling. I think it was something to do with something, fish or something, whatever he was selling. Anyway, by law, you're not allowed. You've got to have a license. So the government come in and took his council house off that. Took the council house off and put them on the streets. So I think it was Mike Tyson that helped him get back, and he helped him, Mike Tyson. It was great. He was telling me the story all about, and he was phone. Joe Egan's mum would phone up Mike Tyson. He'd talk to her on the phone. Hey, yeah, she'd tell him off and say, do this and do that, and she loved him. She loves him, you know. And Joe said he used to listen to my mum and things like that, Brian. So it was great to see my mum talk him. Mike Tyson, the greatest fighter on the planet. But tinfoil went, if my book was out about Joe, if my book was out now and Tyson Fury was out on the shelf, said this on the Jimmy O'Neill, my book would out wipe the floor with Mike Tyson. He said, I think Mike Tyson would get knocked out in about at 1 minute of the first round. He'd get knocked out. He said, but Paul Sykes was too powerful for him. Like, you fucking clown. I'm sat there and off his face, all white. Jimmy O said, what's all that white stuff around? I said, Jimmy, stop being naive. And the cameraman, he's up his fucking tits. Look at the sweat pouring out of him. He's going, time out, run in the bathroom. I've got like back and powder all on his nose again. Took 3 hours to do a podcast. It was only on an hour. Took 3 hours to do an hour podcast. That's all. It got all edited out, but he kept stopping it every 2 minutes. So 67 on. So I think like Big Joe and John, I think it's fucking daft what they're doing, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's up to them, the grown men type of thing. But when you get older, I say your body doesn't. Your body doesn't produce the same testosterone. You don't get the same growth. You don't recover as quick. So it'll be harder. I mean, if you've got a good eye and you've got bruising and stuff, you could end up with internal bleeding inside. You could end up with a attached retina. Your body's not the same as when you were young. Then it was totally different. Totally different altogether then. I think, any questions, anyone? 59 on, don't forget to push the like buttons, guys. Dude, 64 on, 33 thumbs up. Yeah, everyone's okay. Yeah. Jim will fix it. That was Boyle's. That was Boyle's. That was thingy's. Jimmy Savile was a DJ in Leeds, and he was friends with Paul Sykes. And Paul Sykes was his minder. He used to look after him. He used to do debts with that Delroy Showers, another Roman who used to sell heroin, and he was another one of the young boys in jail. And he got fucking warned in the jail with big Kevin Whitehead from Sunderland, where he lives. Kevin's a friend of mine. He fucking warned them to leave this kid alone. He was about 19-year-old. They kept going in the cell with him. They knew they were abusing him. And he stopped him and Sykes doing it. He offered them both out. Sykes shit himself there as well. He shit himself a few times. But he was always... what the fuck are you on about, Super Ted? 66 on, 35 thumbs up. Don't forget to push the like buttons, guys. Only 35 likes up. 61 on. We've had about 80 people on tonight. One go. What do you think about the fight, guys? Do you think they should fight, or do you think it's just? I know a lot of it will be hype and all to get more people on the seats and things like that. But at the end of the day, you still got to put the gloves on and have a fight. I mean, look at the Tyson one with them. The Mike Tyson one, where he had the fight with Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. was one of the greatest boxers of all time. Fucking superior. He went on too far. Look at how bad he looked in the end. He was absolutely outstanding boxer, but he was going on fighting people, beating him. We could never have beaten him in a million years because he lost it because he was too old. When you get a certain age, you haven't got the fitness, you haven't got the hand speed, you haven't got the determination to do what you used to do when you're younger, because you haven't got that get up and go. When you're younger, you're hungry for fights. You're young, your body repairs quick, you get a good eye and you get a few black eyes, they repair in a couple. But when you're older, you fucking don't repair as much. So I was going to say 57 on, 35 thumbs up. It's getting more up. Come on, guys. We usually get to 60. Yeah, so I don't think they should be fighting myself. Be nice if it was an exhibition match to teach kids and that and things like that would be good, but not going in there knocking 7 bells out of each other. I think it's fucking bad because, like I say, the proper it was like Mandeli when he took that fight with I can't think his name now. Can't remember his fucking name. He took the fight and he got battered really bad. He knew he wasn't going to be able to fight. He was about 40-year-old nearly, and he was suffering obviously from Parkinson's. And then we didn't really know how bad he was. But when that Don King put him in the ring, and he got beat, that's why I can't remember his fucking name now. I can see him. He got beat, and after that, he was never the same. He never ever was loved by the people because he beat Muhammad Ali when he was ill, really. And I think he gave him more brain damage after that fight. $62, 63 on, 36 thumbs up. Don't forget to push the like buttons. Fucking ranch juice tonight. $66 on, 37, 36 thumbs up, guys. Operation Bull Terrier. Battleship. like buttons, whatever you want. And we will tell you. Shite that Gladiators, that new one, absolute fucking shite. Fucking garbage. The old one was great with the wolf and everything. Them new ones are fucking garbage. They're all like fucking makeup on the young lads and everything, like a fucking mess. They're all like poser fucking bodybuilders full of steroids. That army, I destroyed them the other week in the sprint and that. Got no fitness whatsoever. 58 on, 37 thumbs up. Don't forget to push the like buttons. We're getting to the top now. Dominic, are you mate? You okay, Dominic? Contenders ready, yeah. The old one was better. He's actually the one who was in that there. He's the one who actually is a footballer, David Clattenburg, I think he's called. I only seen it last week once. With a black lad in it, won it. He was a wrestler. He got over the line. I think he was first, second or something. Boom dogs, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, getting to that into Marty, poor fucking Marty. Obviously he fucking died not long ago. Eagan Johnson. Yeah, it was good. My mate was in that. Steve Brooks. They couldn't even fucking get anywhere near him. He competed in the world strongest man. He competed in the British Songman 6 times. He was second 6 times, and I think he was fifth 5 times. And on the 6th time, he comes second against the Irish lad who was the British champion, Glenn Ross. Glenn Ross loved him, but when he went into the Yoko, something, I can't remember his name. He was the world strongest man at the time. He competed with all them. Really good bloke he is from Spennymoor called. What's his name now? Paul. What's his name? He used to work in the shop near Martin Robson in Middlesbrough, and he used to do all the proteins and creatines and stuff like that. Ernie Shavers was a good hitter. He was a good hitter as well. He was the first of the big hitters. Was fucking George Foreman. He was fucking awesome. Big lefty. He was a 18.5-inch arm natural. George Foreman. He was like probably one of the biggest ones in the game. In his day, he could fucking hit with that left hook. Really good. $60 on, guys. Don't forget to push the like buttons. 37 thumbs up. If you like just to do the trolls' heads in, does the fucking nappers in. I think we're up to 650 likes in six days. I think it is. So I think we're reminding me about them more obviously because these on tonight. So it's flying. I think it's getting close to over 700 in a week, which is phenomenal. Okay, mate. Mark, are you okay, son? You have a good night's sleep. I'll see you tomorrow, Mark. Yes, that work. Be on tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone, he says. Yeah, nice lad there, Mark. Just up the road from us. 6 miles away he lives from us. He remembers the old days when I used to do the doors and that. He used to be around, Mark. Old school years. Yeah, it was good. But yeah. I just don't understand when they're making that much. What do you think about the lads fighting? About what do you think about John Fury fighting with a big jaw?
Oh,
sad. It's a bit sad, isn't it? I think.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's sad because the great lads, they don't need the money. So
Yeah, it's awful. Just one of them could get hurt.
I think, yeah, because at that age, you can't take the same punches, can you, when you're younger?
Tyson wants something to do with it.
No, I don't think he does, no. Tyson's like me. He's just,
yeah, you're right.
Tyson's the same. His son does, his dad, when he sees dad in the fucking ring at that age, and I mean, how could happen? I mean, the last thing you lose in fighting is you punch. So they're still, Joe's are still a big fucking massive. He's about 19 stone. So they're still big people when they hit you with them shots, especially the body shot. That's where the dangerous is here on your kidneys and liver and stuff. The power from somebody who knows how to throw a punch is more unbelievable. The power comes through. Somebody said, I'd get in there for £1 million. No, you wouldn't, because they catch you 1 or 2 shots and bust your fucking spleen wide open. They're doing something like 500 sit-ups a day, 500 press-ups a day, constantly trained. Boxing's the hardest sport in the world because you're getting punched in the fucking face. It's the only sport where you're getting fucking punched, constantly getting punched in it. So when you're fighting in any type of fighting, that's the hardest thing, because it's not like running. You get across the line, you're out of breath, or you're jumping over hurdles or something, or you're playing table tennis or football when you get a kick in the leg or something. In there, they're going bang, 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 trying to fucking devastate you with the biggest punches and big heavy men like that type of size, professional ex-fighters. That's what they call professional fight. You go and see like on a Sunday playing amateur football. Then you go to somewhere like even Hartlepool or Darlington or something and watch them on the field there. They're pro footballers. The difference is fucking unbelievable. You go to somewhere like Middlesbrough, like a fish championship team, and you go to a normal like 5-a-side. On a Sunday league, the difference is unbelievable in speed and everything, touching the ball and everything. Same as snooker. You see them on the telly, don't you? Think, oh, it's easy. You just hit the ball, knock it in, you get on the fucking snooker table. It costs you about $4,000 before you put all the balls, because you have to put the money in on you with the light. Fucking hell, it's got to be a fortune every game of snooker. I've been here fucking 4 hours. You're there about 3 or 4 hours trying to put the fucking balls. It's hard as fuck to pot them. Yeah, fucking hell. I wish Man U got a fucking manager like Club or something like that. I was thinking, I wonder if they try and pinch Clump when he retires from Liverpool, because he's on about packing in, isn't he, this year? So I wonder if fucking Ratcliffe's already been to see him, and it's all part of a fucking big scam. You know, like not a scam, but all part of the fucking why he's packing in everything. You don't know, do you? Because Man U are obviously a bigger club than Liverpool in the day they were. They're the biggest team in the world. Obviously, what they've done. Well, Liverpool are fantastic now. They've got great players, but we're Man United are miles ahead of Man City, miles behind Man City. And you're talking 2 or 3 years down the line before they could even catch them up. They haven't got the players to do it with. You haven't got the top players, and the players aren't playing the way you want. Because I mean, a lot of these players Man United have been left from other managers, like 3 or 4 managers down the line, like Moyes and fucking Solskjaer and Mourinho. So they've got that style of play where Ten Hag's got a style where he wants to press, but he hasn't got the play. People are saying press. But how can you press for players that can't play football? They've got no midfield whatsoever. It's just a big hole in midfield. Just fucking. They've got Bruno Fernandes in the middle. He can't run no more. He's lost his pace, his quality of his speed and his quality of passing. Everything's gone down the whole lot. And there's no one in that midfield. They need players in that midfield. They need a fullback. Definitely need a fullback and another striker, because them two, Martial and fucking what do you call him, fucking Rashford or Trashford, is fucking shite. Both of them, they're out. He's always injured. He's been injured for about 1.5 years out of 2 years. Fucking 60 odd games. I think he's only played about 17. He's on 275 grand a fucking week. It's fucking ridiculous. Hit the like, pause, but money world. Smash the like buttons, yes. 51 on, guys. What do you think? Anyone on here got any opinions about them fighting? Do you think they're just fighting for the money, or do you think there's a beef there somewhere? I know a lot of it's hype. It's like Muhammad Ali used to say, he was the first to do it. He'd go there and he'd go, I'm the greatest. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go. He's the very first one to do all that stuff. And what he said, when he was on a show, he said, so what I did that for, he said, I put bums on seats. That was his saying. He said, so he was on a chat show, I think it was Parkinson. And he was really, really sharp, really quick. And he went there, he said, well, the ones who hate me because I'm that big mouth and I'm a black man, the racist ones who hate me, they still pay ticket. They still pay for me to watch me. I want to see him get fucking beat. So we put the tickets up. So the tickets go up, maybe double, quadruple, and they still buy them. So he said, the ones who hate me pay to see me get beat. The ones who love me pay to see me win. I can't lose, he said. So that's why I do it. I thought, fucking hell, it's really clever how we do. You know, everyone was dead respectable before, and Marciano and people like that. I'm going to beat you and all that, but they weren't like Muhammad Ali was. He was screaming and shouting, and I'll put you down in 6 and all this stuff. He was the very first one who started all that. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, mate. Good night, mate. Mark, great lad, Mark. Freedom, top bloke. He is a top bloke. Brian and Emma B. Nice to see you both. Yeah, no problem, mate. Peter Docs, respect. John Robertson. Thanks. Brian, before I started security, I used to do the doors. Oh, I've learned since to doors open your eyes, brother. I've had my shoulders popped out due to being thrown off the floor, bro. Is it still popped out, or is it just? Is it popped out your shoulder? You can still fix that, you know. I can fix that. I can fix people's shoulders. I can do what I'm fucking just done me. I'm just to put all my shoulders back into place, whether I was hunching forward, we've been in the hospital bed and been in a wheelchair. And I've got my shoulders back to normal. I stretch ability. What you need to do is you need to stretch them. But your best thing to do, you pop your shoulders, hang off a bar. When you're hanging off the bar, you strengthen your hands, your fingers, your arms, your wrists, everything. You see all these top people now that are doing the CrossFit training. They're all doing that on a pole. They're on a pole and going around on a fucking pole. There was a lad on the other week. I watched him. I didn't watch all of it. But somebody said he was on it for over 2 fucking hours. 2 hours a day, hanging on a pole with a body weight to go like that on the side. They put the legs in the air like that. And fucking hell, with the strength, the core strength is unreal. Well, that's where all your power comes from. Your legs and your core. Your core's where you know, if that's strong, your core's when you hit your body shots. Then my master makes like a fucking brick, solid. Because I still do me crunches. I do hundreds every day. I do 200 in the morning. I know 200 in the afternoon, 200 in the night. Sometimes I do more, and that's why I'm fucking stiff as a board when I get up. Yeah. But with the security, no, you can't have fights on security no more because the doorman now are all grasses really. When we were doormen, somebody got a fight with you if you were getting beat or whatever. Somebody got a broken nose, or I got a broken cheekbone a few times. Got hit with hammers and bars and all sorts on the doors. Just said I fell down the stairs. The cops come. You don't make statements. And the thing is, then you get more respect because the people could have got like fucking 10 years for attacking you, and you've never crossed the one of them. 11 of them attacked me in a club called Berlin's in just on the corner where the cinema used to be in Stockton. So I worked on the dog with a cookie and another lad, and we were working there. And the wrecking crew come round with a big gang of like first front, I think they're called, front line, I think they're called. From Middlesbrough, they went from Middlesbrough, but these were Stockton, but there was Middlesbrough supporters because Stockton's just down the road from Middlesbrough. So they've come in, and I've knocked 2 of them out on the door, but I had a little cosh on top of the door, and he hit another 2 outside, knocked them clean out, these 2. Gone in, I've threw a couple down the stair, but instead of me punching them, I thought it'd be better throw them, because I threw them down, then they fell into the other couple, and they fell down the stairs. So, but by the time I got up the stairs, the other cunts are up and awake, and then they're at the top of the stairs fighting the other lads. The other lads have ran off and left me, so I had a fight with this one lad. Even me and you, it was just me and him fighting on the top of the stairs. It was about 5 feet by 5 feet, and then there was all the stairs going down. And then you'd walk in this side. It was like what the nightclub was, because there was no downstairs. You walked up the stairs. Most nightclubs in the old days, you walked upstairs to them because it was beneficial to have people walking up the stairs and walking straight in, because when they walk straight in, they can get in and surround you type thing. So they used to have nightclubs where most of them in the old 70s, and you'd walk up the stairs. So if you stood there dormant at the top of the stairs, you'd walk downstairs, you'd have the advantage to be able to push them down the stairs because you've got the height advantage type of thing. So that's why most of the old nightclubs like the Top Deck and all them, and all the old nightclubs like Berlin's and Birch's, you had to go up the stairs to the top to get in the pub. That's how you got in. You went down the stairs to get in, some of them. So they were blocked, you know. So we'd stop them at the top. So we were on the door and we were fighting with him, and then he's fighting with me. Anyway, I've dropped him with this left hook, and I got on top of him. And as I got on top, he bit a chunk out my side of his, and white mark there, but he bit me. So I've nutted him about 3 times, and these fuckers were hitting me with these gross bottles, fighting the back of my fucking head, split on my head open, caught on my cheekbone here, my left cheekbone, snapped that, and broke my nose. And they would hit me with chairs on my back, but my back was fucking huge then. I had a 58-inch chest, so it didn't hurt the fucking bit. Whacking me. I got up and started fighting another. So anyway, the doorman from the mall come, because the doorman who left me ran to the mall. So the mall doorman had about 15, 16, 17 doormen, and they all come round. Mark Johnson, Adish, Ginger, Nelly, all them came round. Loads and loads, big Rob Denefi, all them come round. Little Ali Johnson, Mark Johnson, all come with me. Anyway, they'd gone then. But as they were getting there, the police had turned up. So the police turned up about, anyway, could hear the sirens, anyway, the cops come, so they ran off, the lads who were fighting with us. So I was covered in blood all over my head, split open, and holes in my fucking head and everything. All my shirt was fucking ruined. Anyway, the cop woman, she said, "Do you want to press charges?" It's all on camera. So I said, when she went downstairs a minute, I said, "Pretend you've turned the camera off. Go in there, turn that camera off." I didn't want to get them locked up. You know, have you got the camera? She said, "Do you know why?" I said, "I forgot to turn it on." So I didn't even make a statement. I just said, "Oh no," I said, "We're just this lad messing about. I just fell down the stairs." I said, "I don't want to press charges with anyone." I said, "It was just a bit of a scuffle and I slipped, blah, blah, blah." And so, because I never made a statement, I went to the hospital and they had to get me, my nose was broken. She had to fucking push my nose over. Fucking hurt like fuck, you know. She said, "Don't blow your nose," like that. I went, "Why?" She said, "Let me do it." She said, "You make a mess of you." So she said, "If you blow your nose, it'll make it worse." You know, like that. So she said, so she said, "Don't blow your nose." I'll do it anyway. She grabbed it and pushed it, and you could hear the crunch, you know, the noise. It was broke my nose. It was fucking killing me. And my eyes were black because of one was black and one was a little bit black. I looked like fucking Chi-Chi the panda, but I never made a statement. And later on, Speedy was in a club with the main lad. He's a social worker on this lad. Looks after kids and that. And he's a big lad. He's about 19 stone, but a fat lad. You know, but he can have a fight. And he was like one of the best fighters in that football. They were all like, about 22 of them. About 30 of them, but there was about 22 of them big. The rest were all little, like just little hangers on. It's like 6'6" and 6'4". They're all big fucking lads. And at the end of the day, they ended up coming in to see me in the club. And they came in when I got the nightclub. It was called what's it fucking called? You know, the Eclipse Club. They had one in Sheffield, I think, as well. So we had the Eclipse Club, and I was in there, and all I had was 13, 14 people in it. Stop it! 13, 14 people was in there, and I got the door. So I got people from Manchester, like I was in jail with people from Manchester when I was in jail, people from Durham and Sunderland and all that. So they all started coming from Middlesbrough, Stockton, Hartlepool, everywhere, being there. And we had Jimmy G Force in there on the mic, the MC. We had fucking loads of different DJs on there. Adrian Street, people like that used to be on. Great times. Everyone was off the fucking head. Everyone was happy. So the wrecking crew then was starting to come in, and all the old fights we had before. Everyone was like, "I know you broke my jaw twice. And you broke my mate's jaw. You broke 2 of my ribs. But are we all right?" And I'd be off the head going, "Oh, can you get us a few Brian?" Yeah, and next minute we'd be all dancing together on his dance floor off our fucking heads. I'd be everyone happy because the E's made everyone happy. You know, there was no trouble. So when the cops come in, we'd have like 2,000 people in there in the rave club, 2,500 people. The cop said, "Well, we're not bothered. If it keeps like this, you can keep the clubs open." This was when we had the Eclipse. He said, because the streets, there's no trouble on the streets. Everyone's in here off their heads on drugs. That keeps suits us fine. The cop said, "No, the normal PCs, they were over the moon." So there was nobody getting in trouble because everyone was just off their head and knees. So after that, they'd go to people's houses, have parties, and be in there. "You all right, love you?" People would be smoking bits of blow, come down there. We'd have a chill out room where you could sit in. People would be smoking a joint and talking. "How you doing? You all right, big fella?" And everyone was cuddling each other and sitting on each other's fucking legs, and everyone was dead happy. You know, there was no trouble like there is now. Where when the crack come out, and when that fucking cocaine come out, that's what destroyed all the people going out drinking. People don't go out no more because people are off their heads on that fucking cocaine. They're taking lines of coke in the toilet. Don't forget to push the like buttons, guys. 49 on, 45 thumbs up. Doing really well tonight. We've had over 70 people tonight at one go. So So much for you, tinfoil. We get no views, you daft little cunt. So it does me great when all the views are on here supporting it. It makes him fucking fuming, and he sees all the fucking people coming on, just drives him on the fucking bound. He's mentally deranged. He definitely needs section, that cunt. He definitely needs section for the safety of the public, because he's going to do it to somebody's house, where he's going to get another 15, 16-year-old kid, where they're going to burn somebody's house down, they're going to kill someone, and then the kids who do it are going to go to jail for life, and that scumbag will get put in the nut house for good. But the people who get burnt or killed in the fire are going to be gone. Somebody's going to lose a mum or a dad or a kid or something because of that fucking. He really thinks he's a gangster, that cunt. But normal people don't go around put people's witness through, and they don't go around fire people for bombing people. You do right, me and you, one to one. I'll come with my lads, and you'll bring your lads, or I'll meet you on your own. But that shit house won't do that. But he offered me out, and as soon as I got better, and I said, "Oh, then I accept your challenge. We'll do it in the ring. We'll do it in the street. Do it any way you want, with gloves, without gloves." He won't accept it. He's a fucking coward, that's why. But he keeps torturing. Poor fucking Lord Lancaster, about 67-year-old, torturing her, saying you're a devil worshipper, you're not a Christian, you're this, you're not a fighter, you didn't know Lee Duffy, the same shit we're getting. He's round the fucking bend, he is. I just wish he'd make me in a straightener, because I fucking wipe the floor with a cunt. Coward, a proper one, where it goes to money for charity, but he challenged me, and he won't accept the challenge now. That's what you call a shitbag. Positive vibe, mellows. Yeah, so what happened when the coke came out? People were having lines of coke, and they were taking it, and it wasn't so bad then because it was pure coke. Nobody knew how to cut it in a way. You might put a bit of lactose in it, or fucking glucose, or fucking whatever, things like that. But now they're putting like Novocaine in it. So Novocaine is a derivative or a sister to cocaine. So what it does, it numbs your mouth, does everything you can, put it in your mouth like that, numbs all your teeth, but you don't get no buzz off it. So what they're doing, they're putting bits of speed in it, putting it in. If you've never had coke, and somebody said, "There's coke," then it was to give you speed, and you sniffed it, you went, "Well, I'm awfully fucking heavy. This is just what the coke does to you," because you wouldn't know it was speed if somebody said it was coke. You just believe them. We know we know that's a bottle because we say it's a bottle. We know that's a knife. It's a knife. It's like a knife. We know that it's a protein, whatever. We know that's a toilet roll because we name it that. So if somebody will come to you and say, "Oh, here's some heroin," and you took it and it was speed, you would think, "Oh, is this what the heroin did to you?" Because you've been told it's what it is. So what people have been doing now is mixing it with any type of fucking shit now. So people are getting coke on the street. It's probably 10% coke. The people in like Colombia, where they're making it, in places like that, and they're sending it through, they're actually cutting it with. For every 4, they're putting a kilo in. So they're making every 3, they're putting 1 in. That's making 4 key. So they're getting an extra kilo. And then by the time it goes to Holland, they'll put another key in. By the time it goes on the streets here, they'll put their bits in. So the coke usually about 30% on the streets. It's probably 10% now, street coke. It's not even proper coke. So when people are sniffing it, the rest of it, if it's 30%, what's the other 70%? What's in it? So the rest of the other 70% is cutting agencies. So they put another thing from America called Livermorol. It was made for cows who had cancer, and they used to give it to them years ago. But what it does, it stops your white blood cells producing. So you'll see people in America, they're getting flesh-eating disease through the crack cocaine. So what it does, when you put it with the coke, it rocks back when you put it on a spoon. You mix it to bring the coke back off. You put it in a pan. Black lads put it in a pan. They'll put like a kilo in the pan. They'll mix it, and it'll come back with coke. But you can put that stuff in, it comes back about 40%. So if you've got 60% coke and 40% of that, you're getting 40, nearly half of it is being mixed. So they're making a fortune off it. So what's happening now is people are getting more done, because some people are getting caught like with 100 ton of cutting agency to put in speed or put in cocaine and things like that. So they're getting more jail now than the ones with the fucking coke, because that's what's fucking killing the people, the cutting agencies in it. You're having gear and you're off your head and you're paranoid, you're doing stupid things. It's because it's not the coke, it's the stuff it's actually they put in the coke to mix it. So either 30%, say 10% coke, it's 90% mix. So it just shows you it'd be shit, but like having a pint of beer, a pint, and 90% of it would be water, and the rest would be 10% would be alcohol. It'd take you forever to get it fucking off your head. And that's what they're doing now. They're cutting it to death. And they're putting other stuff in it where there's other gear they put in with it where you need more. You want another go. And it was the CIA who actually invented it. They made it deliberately. They did it years ago were the black lads, and when they come back from Vietnam, they were bringing heroin back in the dead bodies. The black lads' bodies were coming back with it, and we were getting the ambulance sent for the bodies back. They'd have heroin in the stomachs. The army, they were in on it, the government was in on it. So in Harlem, they had a thing called the Black Fist, and they were like troops. And in there, over there, I think it's the Second Amendment, they're allowed to carry firearms. So they were getting firearm licenses. They were going around with Martin Luther King and people like that, and they were starting to take over America. Jesse Owen, he was the first one. He did that on the Olympics, 1970 something. But he's ended up like Black Power. So Peter said, "Oh, we fuck this. They're starting to take over here. We can't handle this shit." So they said, "What can we do? We can't go around shooting them all and that." So what they've done, they got the heroin. Let's put the heroin into Harlem. So they put heroin into Harlem where all the black lads were and all the black people. And he said, when they're on this, they won't be fucking batting each other up. They'll be shooting each other. So that's what happened. They all started, the Black Panthers, that's what they're called, Panthers. They fell to pieces because they're all heroin addicts in the end. But they were powerful people, massive. Like, they were like against the government and stuff. Like we've got people now like that Russian lad who's just got died, well, murdered him. The Russians murdered him. I think they've killed him with some type of some type of one. Do you know, like that one in Salt in London when he got? I think they jabbed him with a fucking. I think it was an umbrella or something. When the poison, do you remember? He went pure. His head, all his hair fell out. I think they've done the same with him. They've given him something like some type of nerve gas. Killed him. Waited for it to come out of his system. Put him in the fucking cold, the gulag, which is fucking freezing there, Siberia. Put him in there in the gulag. Left him so long. Now they give the body back because Biden went over, or she went to see Biden. Since she's seen Biden, what they can do, they can bring in the UN, United Nations, and the United Nations. If they come in your country, like Saddam Hussein, when they were in there, anyone touches them or shoots any of them, then that's a declaration of war. Then the United Nations, I think it was about 30 countries, 30 or 50 countries all signed declaration after the Second World War to make it's a national where they all say, right, we think this is wrong, and we'll go in and stop it. And that's what's going to happen in the end, because gone fucking mental out. Yeah. Oh, I see when you've done it right. I see, mate. Yeah, it could just need putting back in, you know. Just like what you could have done, are you sure you haven't dislocated it? What you've got to do when you dislocate, you've got to actually pull it, not that way, you've got to pull it the other way. You get people pulling the shoulder the wrong way and they pull it and it fucking gets worse. You've got to pull it backwards to get it in. It pops out your shoulder and you leave a click. If you go to the hospital, they'll pop it back in. It sounds like you dislocated your shoulder. That's what that sounds. It doesn't sound like it's what do you call it? That sounds definitely like a dislocation, that, when it pops. You can hear it click and all of a sudden you'll pull it back in. It does hurt a bit, but the doctor knows how to pull it straight back in. Yeah, because what happens, it comes out, your shoulder pops out, the shoulder pops out, but they can pull it back in. I had a dislocation on my left knee, and the fucking pain, I was fighting a lad outside Birches. When I fight rough as fucking pub in Teesside. I was fighting this big lad who had a fight. There was 3 or 4 of them. They were brothers. They're all big lads from there. Where was it from? Stockton, I think, not Redbagworth, not Roseworth, what's the other one? Hardwick. From Hardwick, they were from. Big known family. I was fighting with him in the club, and I ate the left hook, knocked him out. So he's waited for me coming out. So I went out and I was fucking off my head full of Eagan and jumped about drinking. I've come out, and as I come out, he's fucking threw a punch and like caught me with a punch and it staggered me a bit. Anyway, I've grabbed him, got my balance back a bit, and then I threw him on the floor. And as I threw him on the floor, I started fighting with him on the floor. And as I fell down on top of my head, bang with a big right hand, and lucky as fuck caught him on the jaw, pushed his jaw. He was half unconscious, and I just smashed his fucking head into the pavement, headbutted him about 4 times, screaming like a pig. But I couldn't have went on. My leg, kneecap, were both in the kneecap jumped out. So as I'm punching him with this hand, I've had to get my knee like that, and Speedy was there. Angus, Duper, Tomo was there. There were about 7 or 8, 9 people watching, and it was outside the taxi rank where I couldn't even cross the road from Birches. So I've tried to put him, I pushed my kneecap back in. Obviously, never felt it, full of fucking gear, full of ecstasy and that. And it was okay. So I went home, went to bed, got next day, my fucking leg was like that. It was like a football. I'm not joking. I couldn't get out of bed for about 6 weeks. Couldn't move. I was having to pee in a fucking bottle and everything. It was fucking terrible. Yeah, it's not just that. Even if you're only 20-year-old now, you can't have fights no more because there's cameras everywhere and you go to jail. They won't put up with violence no more. You break somebody's jaw now, you get 5 fucking years for it. It's not worth it, mate. It's not worth fighting. Wet the doors the same. I can't control. If somebody starts being slavering at me on the door, so I'm straight into them. I don't fucking stand there. I can't. I'm not one of the people who can stand there like an idiot and take all that slaver. I'd rather smash the cunt's face in 2 seconds. And then sometimes you hit them too hard and you're like, fucking, I've done it again. I broke his jaw again. And you fucking, then you're on the run for months. You have to pay money, 4 or 5 grand to some fucker to get the charges dropped. Remember when us Manchester United lads up to Redcar for it was about 9. No, can't remember, mate. Not Manchester. Was the door lads and sorted out a good few drinks. No, I wasn't. 1990, I wasn't on the door then, mate. 19, I was at Redcar. I was on the door when I was about 20-year-old there. About 1983, I think it was. I never worked the doors there then. I used to run some doors there. I had the rave stuff because we used to have another place called the Barn. It was a barn because it was a fucking barn where cattle were at, and we cleaned it all out. And they had a fucking couple of cows and horses and stuff. It was somebody who had the land, and we had the rave because they shut the raves down. So we held about 500 people. We had the barn for about 4 weeks. We had it in on the way to Mask, on the way when you go to Mask near the bridge as you go up towards Saltburn. And we had the barn there on the right hand side, but they stopped us about the 3rd or 4th week. I think it was the cops come in and shut it down. Illegal rave, they called it. We used to, the law was if you had a nightclub, what we did, we got the council in. The council sat there and we sat at the table with the council. The fire brigade said, this club is marvellous. He said, the only thing you've got wrong, Brian, he said, see them smoke detectors are too close to the wall. He said, when the fire goes up the wall, if there's a fire, he said, they would set a light and they turn off. So you need to remove every fucking smoke detector in. I only had about fucking 6 houses to do it. We done it, and that club was called. It was next door to the main gas side of the 2 fights, and it was surrounded with fucking over 100 places there with firearms on the roofs and everything in the first fight. The second fight, it was they surrounded the building. The coppers, it was fucking full of the place from all about 5, 6, 7, 8 different inspectors from all different areas. Newcastle Police, Peterlee, Middlesbrough, Stockton, from everywhere. I think all the way down. I think he was there. That one they called him from Manchester. I can't remember his name. Blonde haired when he was chief inspector. There was loads of them, and they had coppers on the roofs with rifles and all sorts. They found when I went in to have the fight with this lad, they found a handgun, a 36 special, I think it was, and they found a 9mm fucking Browning, and they found machetes, and they found petrol bombs, and there was two cars with petrol bombs as well. And the lad had his jaw broken 6 places when they had the fight with, allegedly. So they come, but because the law was this, they won't arrest you if there's more than 4. The law used to be it came out because of football matches places, so they won't go and arrest someone in case there's a riot. So there was something like 2,500 people in the rave. So when there's more than 400 people, they won't arrest you unless there's loads of coppers. Obviously, there was loads of coppers there, but because there was obviously, they thought there could be more firearms about and stuff. They thought, fuck it, leave him, let him go, and let him. Could I come down the stairs and I was off my fucking face because I'd done the fight and I said, fuck it, I'm going to stay. So I stayed for the night in there, off my head, full of ease. I said, I'm fucking number 1 again in the North East. So put the right again then. But to come back after getting beaten in a fight and then come back to fight somebody who was like fought for a British heavyweight title, who was ranked number 10 in the WBO, take some balls to do it. So I did it and come back and won anyway. Fucking everyone was over the moon because nobody liked him. So yeah, I won the fight, and then the cops come and they stood on the stairs. All the way up the stairs, there's about 40 steps, and they were stood there like they were all stood looking that way. They were that way like soldiers. I went, "Are these soldiers?" As I walked down, they just looked at me. None of them fucking I was thinking they're going to grab me in a minute because I was hid in the loft upstairs. There's like a partition about like a roof. It was. I was hid, and I was fucking sweating off me. About an hour I was there. Fuck it, I'm just going to get arrested. Come down. I thought they were going to nick me. I was just going to go, but they never. Anyway, I walked out. Tiggy from Portrack. he had a little, can't remember the fucking little car he had, like a little one of them young kids when they have them cars, like a fucking, what, I can't remember his fucking car, it was like a little fucking Golf or something like that. And it all sucked up with the brain, the exhaust was dead loud. So all the inspectors, when he started his car, jumping here, I jumped in the back of him. They all looked at him, they knew what it was. They all looked at him and went, like that to them, all the inspectors on the corner, a few chief inspectors. Earnshaw, that was his name, Chief Inspector Earnshaw from Manchester, he was there, because he used to be in charge of Cleveland Police. So they all came through, they were on the roofs with sniper rifles, fucking that was in all the papers and everything, it's on the news and everything. So the cop was had to go, couldn't do it because nobody pressed charges in the end. Somebody made a 10-page statement like that, but it got dropped, and anyway, we went to court and it got dropped in the end, never turned up. Yeah, so fucking, they couldn't fucking live what I've done, these silly cunts. Tin foil, fucking cranky, wouldn't last 5 seconds, a little mong. Little prick. Yeah, United, yeah, so on United, weird, I'd lose if I seen another last. Yeah, well, look at what he's trying to say about my wife. I'm going to bum your wife. I'm going to bum your dog. I'm going to rape your wife while you're in a wheelchair, paralysed. I'm going to send a video to you because I know you're watching the video and you can see that while I rape your wife. What a fucking sick individual. Well, only him. There's only him in the whole world I know would talk like that. I've never heard anyone talk ever in my life. Your worst enemies would never talk like that to you because you just wouldn't. You think to yourself, you wouldn't want that done to your own wife, so you wouldn't say it to somebody else's. I've never heard anyone in my life say, I'm going to bum your dog. But he gets that off Paul Sykes because when Peter Fury was in jail with Sykes, he said Sykes would have sex with anyone in jail. That proved he was having sex with young boys in jail. And then when he said at the place up in Newcastle, I'll just play the part while I get bummed in the cell by Paul Sykes. I thought, well, you knew he was doing it then, because you've just said you wanted to play the part in the film. But the BBC were going to do a 3-part documentary in front of Stephen Ray. Stephen says, me and the BBC and Emma. And the woman went, oh, that's it. She said, we're going to have to go. We've got to get back. Ruined the 3-part documentary, the jealous little cunt. Because there was going to be nothing about him, you see. Shut up! Because it wasn't, he wasn't going to be in it. He wasn't being realised, then he was going, shut up! He realised then, fucking do me head in, man. Fucking hell! People outside. Touch your head and you can't think when he's doing that back and made a milkshake in the liquidizer with a marathon and it's all exploded on me. It will do with a fucking marathon, mate. It'll look hard. Fucking Peter, box your fuck. I bet you're on that fucking brown. I bet you're on the brown. I bet you're on that brown. Sorry, mate, not brown. Fucking green. Fucking on that green. That's what it is, isn't it? You're fucking starving for sugars. You're looking at him up and he's fucking head off. David, I'll try and David John. Majority of times could have a laugh. People I'd liked it when it was like that. Yeah, of course it was, mate. Yeah, you used to have a good laugh on the doors. We used to wet the doors and things like that. People come in, how you doing, big fella? You all right? Yeah. I was the missus and that. He says, oh, you all right, love? And everyone knew each other, so you'd have like people you let in for now. Because they'd be in every weekend, every night paid. So the weekend, you said, go on, you get in, get yourself in the night for out. You're in 7 nights a week, so you'd let them in for nothing. Because they'd be putting money, there'd be big heavy drinkers, you know, but the whole family would be there, like the mum, dad, son's girlfriend, all them type of people, maybe 10 people out. So you'd let them for nothing because they were like the family would come every week, every night, and you'd pay for your wages, really. Paying Brian. Take for paying Brian. Man United wouldn't do for paying Brian. Work out the doors. Oh, it's fucking horrible, mate. Arthritis, it's fucking horrible. You can't even fucking cook me for me, you know, probably nothing. It's fucking terrible. Terrible when you get things like that. After all them years of fighting in it and all the fucking things. That fucker, that daft little cunt. It's wonder he's not being fucking Linford Christie at sprinting. He's fucking all he ever does is sprint and run off when somebody comes for him. Put his wife in. Imagine putting your wife in front. Shelley, they're at the door for me when you answer the door. Fucking coward. Little fucking coward. He's moved that many times, fucking hell. Like Mr. Ben. You remember Mr. Ben? Every day he's a different character. That's what he's like. 54 Festive Road. He used to go in as a little man, he'd come out as like a clown. Next day he'd come out as a boxer. Next day he'd come out as a fireman. The next day he'd come out as a fucking a judo champion or a baker or a butcher or a fucking candlestick maker. He'd be different. He'd go in and be different characters every day. We used to watch the fucking dogs drive me mental. He hasn't got the power to. He hasn't got that. When he was like I say, when he was in Wakefield with Dale Brennan and I, he was going. He's got a machete. He's got a. I'll just do him. He's not good at me, is he? He's fucking shitting himself. If you watch Dale Brennan Hydes, you'll even saying the same. I'm going to bum you, Dad. I'm going to bum you. I'm going to bum you. I'm going to shit and piss on your grave when you die of cancer. Are you up? You die of cancer? Are you up? No, that was it. Are you up? The 30 phone calls a week I'm giving you extra and laughing down the phone like the Joker makes your cancer more stressful and you die quicker. That's what he was saying. A man with stage 4 cancer. Fucking disgusting. Dale's passed away now. He's fucking horrible. Horrible. He's on about raping his dad. And then he said, I'll kill your dog. So he said, I'll fucking kill you. So he recorded Dale saying that. He spliced it off. I went to the police station and look, this man's threatening to kill me and got Dale locked up with stage 4 cancer. The fucking coward he is. I never forgive him for that. And the one with my dad. Calling me dad when my dad died. What happened? People like you end up with a massive stroke or ran over or something or fucking topping themselves. That's what happens because they're cowards. Or what do I take for pain? I just take I've got tramadol, but they fucking make you feel sick. That's why I have to take them. They're called Lamiprosco. Stop you throwing up because I'll take 2 of them before I come on, or I'll take 2. I'm supposed to take 2 naproxen 4 times a day. I'm supposed to take 2 paracetamol, 2 Nurofen 4 times a day, and 2 tramadol 4 times a day. But I don't. I might take a couple of naproxen before I come on because they're for most anti-inflammatories. I think you go to the doctor to get some injections you can get to stop it's the inflammatory one, does it? You know, the water in your hands swells up, and if you eat things like tomatoes, they make your hands blow up. You've got to watch what food you eat as well, because certain foods make your hands go. Tomatoes are the worst thing for doing it, and wheat. Don't eat any wheat. Whatever you do, if you eat any wheat, your hand will blow up with the wheat. The wheat makes your hands blow up with water. That's really bad for our face. What you want to do is, I'll bet you any money, if you have a look on what's bad, what you eat, read up what you eat, what's bad, what not to eat with arthritis, and I bet you get a shock when you read some of the stuff. But I'll tell you now, if you go gluten-free as well, that helps you as well, because the gluten is another one that makes your hands swell up. If you stop taking all them things, you end up, your hands don't swell up as much, probably half as less. Smash the like buttons. Back in the day, bro, Peter the box. Then, further freedom. Peter Nice what? Millwall, West Ham. Yeah, they were dangerous. Millwall, West Ham. Fucking, they were what were they with Millwall? I like them, the songs they used to sing. I can't remember the name. Right, hurry up, Harry, come on, hurry up, Harry. I think they Millwall supporters, I think. They were great. They used to sing they were like football songs they used to sing. They were in the charts. I can't remember the name of the band now. Sham 69, that was it. They're all skinheads. We're like they were all football like hooligan type of things. But they had some brilliant songs. Like about 4 number ones they had. They were great. I think they're still in the band now. They're all still singing. Fucking 40 years down the line. Come on, Harry, come on. We're going to the pub. That's fucking class, the music in the band, and that's class. We're at the Doors, Newcastle, Durham's area, bro. Yeah, Durham's not so bad. Durham's quite nice. I like Durham's a nice place. Apart from the fucking when you're in jail, that fucking ding dong ding. I'd be fucking out with that fucking clock. Used to drive me mental. Sat me so like bing bing. Fuck off. The church. Went up that church when I was a kid. You can't go across it now. You used to be able to walk up these steps inside all the way to the top. I'm talking 600 feet, I think, something like that. You go all the way to the top, and you can walk. You used to be able to walk along the top, not the edge of the roof. Roofs when they come down like that, and there's like the part where you could walk along there and hold like a ledge thing. Walk along there, and you'd get in the top, and you'd be able to look over the side. It was fucking high, as high as fuck it is. Yeah, Durham Cathedral. We used to get. There was a fish and chip shop next to it. We went as kids on the bus from school and got fish and chips in the fish and chip shop. That was it was a cafe, sorry, but it sold fish and chips. We went for the day there. It was nice. I've been a few times up there. Travellers down, haven't they? Sorting trouble out a few times. Sorting trouble out on the doors and stuff. I worked at Sunderland and Eddie Buick on the doors. That was a rough area to work. Some big lads up there. Just cleaning the kitchen for the snicker. How was things, Brian? You're looking well, mate. My uncle in Durham with you. Top man, Brian. All right. A lot of people in there with them days. See, most people remember me because I was big, big I was a fucking massive. It was like Viv Graham said, he went, he said, you come in the, he's telling his couple of mates, he came in, he said, he had this walk sideways, he had to go through the fucking door sideways. He said, Viv said, I thought I was big. He said, he's like the fucking mountain, massive he was. He said, fucking unbelievable how big he is. He could fight for fun. Yeah, Viv really could fight. But that daft little cud, when I speak about Viv Graham, you never even fucking knew Viv Graham. You couldn't lace that man's boots, you fucking scumbag. Pretending you fucking talked to him in the old days. You weren't even around, you daft little cunt. Going to talk to the BBC about people. You fucking scruffy little tramp. What are you going to do? Talk about fucking Mr. Brown? You couldn't lace these people's boots, slagging people from the old days. Like Terry and that. Terry would have wiped you out. You seen him, two of them trying to jump Terry. He went, here we went to get Terry. But two of them tried to jump Terry. You seen him one of them, and his little scruffy cunt mate. I went looking for them. The cunts went hiding for weeks. Fucking shit himself. That scruffy from the island. I got somebody to have a word with him. Daft little cunt. Two of them going to jump Terry, even 66-year-old. Really fucking big hard fucking tinfoil that I'm mincing down there with his little fucking his little pink shorts on. Fucking weirdo. His own son's embarrassed. The school kids are saying he's embarrassment. Everyone's laughing at him because he's dressed up with women's clothes on. What an embarrassment. Yeah, but you never got your fucking Snicker though, did you? You never got your fucking Snicker though, did you? You know what the best thing to do is put it in the freezer and then just eat them out the freezer. They're fucking lovely, and especially in the summer. A nightmare in the summer if you leave them on the top land and you go in, they're fucking all congealed. Yeah, I used to sometimes have a couple of Snickers. I used to like Snickers, when I've trained in that. Even though you're not supposed to eat sugar, but you still need it sometimes when you train really hard because your body's fucking flat. So I'd have like a Snicker or something like that, or like a sugars with a protein drink. Like them ones have got sugars in these ones. So they're good. They're full of, they've got about 15, 20 grams of protein in, but they've got a bit of sugars in them. So they're good for when you're training these ones, keeping your blood sugars high. But when you're training, because if you've got blood, if you take a little bit of salt before training as well, a little tiny quarter of a teaspoon, put it in water, drink it, that'll give you a massive boost. You know what that does? It makes your blood pump around more. So you get a massive pump. So you just take a tiny bit more, a little spit of salt, quarter of a teaspoonful, put it in your mouth, just drink it, and then train about an hour later, 30 minutes later, you'll get a brilliant pump in the muscle. The salt pumps the blood up more. The old school bodybuilders taught me years ago when I was a kid. I didn't need them because I was just a kid. Never used to sweat at all. And then I don't sweat now hardly because I've got hardly any body fat on me. The body fat's right down. No one likes us. We don't. Super Millwall. Yeah, Millwall. Was it Millwall? Who was them? The Sham 69. I've seen racing ladies. She could know it's racing ladies. She's usually on. Big marketplace. Yeah, the marketplace is nice in Durham. Sell the best pies. Or fucking hell, fucking Shell will be up there next week. Tell you that, you've just given a fucking place to get a pies from, old fat ass. I'm a legal secretary. Fucking lying cunt. Never been the secretary in life. When Lee Walker, he looked at my book, what he done. I showed him the book, the one I did with him. We set a light, we burned the fucking thing. Because she was going, they only want the book to make money off it, and they're going to redo it and cut us out of it. I burnt the fucking books. That's what I did. They were that bad. That's how bad the book was. I set the fucking light. I could have redone the book. If it was me wanting money, I could have redone the book and made thousands of pounds off it. I wasn't interested because it was shite. I wouldn't put my name to shite. And I pulled myself out of the Lee Duffy documentary. That never sold a thing because I was nobody in it, authentic. Everyone else in it was a 25-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old. They weren't even around when Lee was alive. They weren't, just didn't. It was just all bullshit. Or they were around. They might have been like, say, at school. He put a thing with on that when he went on, when he's got a knife on the road that big, like a boy knife, where he's got one, what do you call them? Crocodile Dundee. That's what you call a knife. He pulled a knife out. He's put a knife that big on the road and drew round the yellow chalk, and he's got somebody to lay on the road. So how can that be there when it's 19? It was only about 2 years ago he did it. So how could that still be there? That chalk and that knife on the road when Lee was never on the road. Lee was in having a fight. He got stabbed. My mate put him in the back of a taxi with him and drove him to the hospital. He died going through the hospital. So how could there be a picture of Lee Duffy's body on the floor when Lee got in the taxi and drove halfway to the hospital and he died in the taxi? And he died, and just put him in the hospital and he died in the hospital. So he died going through there because I know that I do took him. He told me the full story, but he told me and Sean Date. Told the full story to us. So he's got him on the road. So how could he have been on the road? And then where would you get the pictures from 30 odd years later? Because he just got somebody to lay on the road that night when Sean Atwood come and drew round someone 2 years ago and pretended that was the knife that killed him. The knife that killed him was a little lock knife. It was only small. And it was like a fight gone wrong. The lad threw it down, and another lad who was fighting picked it up and stabbed him in fear. He didn't go out to murder him. It was all that shite, all bullshit from him. There was a street fight went wrong, and Carol and them and all the family have like forgive that lad from it, but he keeps regurgitating loads of shit about it, making lines up about saying he stabbed him 7 times. He got fucking compulsive lie he is. That's why the people from Middlesbrough don't buy the books. Nobody buys the books from Middlesbrough because they know they're all shit. I think no one anywhere's buying them now. Yeah, mate, Ryan, David Jenkins, Elmo Biker. Yeah, mate, keep coming on, mate. You're welcome anytime. Yeah, Mum's Rocky Dog out with me and Stealth. Big Son. Yeah, mate, you take care. Thanks for all the chat tonight. It was great. Nice lad, him, isn't he? 48 still on. Bloody hell, don't you just want to go to bed? 48 on. I might as well keep talking to you now. The North, yeah. And then hope you and get to the North. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, Durham Cathedral is nice. Yeah, it is a Keith Cathedral, yeah. Nice. There's things that I up there called Beamish. It's a place where you can go where it's the old shops like the Victorian days. You go in, it's really nice there, Beamish. Been a few times. It's really, really nice day out. There's big steam trains and everything up there. It's fucking beautiful. Yeah, it's nice, Durham. It is nice. The river's nice as well. People are all polite and that up there as well. Nice. 49 on and 49 likes. Isn't that weird? 49. Well, that number's got to be, that's an omen that for us. 49. Remember that number? Use lot. Rambo knife. Nah, wasn't a Rambo knife, mate. It was one of them little tiny, them lock knives. You know when you clean when you go fishing, about that long. It's like a brown handle, and it's like a brassy colour, the back of it, and then there's a knife about that long, about 4 inches, about that long it is. That was the type you want. I think a lot of people use it for fishing. I've seen them. I asked them what type it was. That idiot's got a knife that big. Well, then boy knives, like the boy knife came from a bloke called Jim Bowie, American. He was in the war against the General Santana, I think he was called, was the Mexican general. And there was the Battle of the Alamo. You remember that film, the Battle of the Alamo? He was in that with him. The boy knife, Jim Bowie. And the Alamo was a fort. Had about 200 soldiers on there, about 5,000 fucking troops with cannons and everything. And they stood there for so many days. They all got wiped out and killed, but they just stood. They were all top there, Indian fighters and stuff. And they all went together. About 100 of them, maybe only been 100, maybe about 3,000 or 4,000 fucking General Santana, he was called. because they actually sold Mexico, had all that land, so the Americans got that back because it was their land, you see. I think they bought it off them in the end. It's the same as Alaska. That was from Russia. The Russians thought there was nothing there, so they sold it to the Americans for 50 grand. I think it was, or 500 grand. 50, 60, maybe 100 years ago. Sold it, didn't realise there was black gold there, which was oil. So the Americans got it and made obviously millions and millions of pounds off it, but they sold it for a pittance. So they bought it, the Americans. Santana, I think he was called, the general, Mexican. Told you I was well knowledgeable. Racing lady busy. Racing lady's on. God bless you. Tuesday tonight, right? Yeah, thank you very much. It's okay, love. She's a lovely lady, yeah. She with family. All right, freedom, yeah. I can see you. Peter, no stay. I'm seeing Steve for ages. Peter de Vox, good lad. Peter de Vox, French. You've ever what's that? Tired Stormway. Not tried Stormway. No, I haven't, mate. Stormway. I've never heard that one. Stornoway. Is that in Scotland, Stornoway? I've heard it. I think it's in Scotland, isn't it? Is that where that's fit? I think it was a fucking series about that, wasn't it? On the telly. Am I wrong? I'm not right. Like a kids program. I think it was like a TV series. I think that was called Stonyway in Scotland. I think somewhere. There's another place called Ballamore, isn't there? That's another one. Ballamore. Wouldn't you like to know? Bye, Ryan. Hello, mate. Liam, how you, mate? Rich Tea Biscuits. Not seen Rob for a while in chat. I haven't seen Rob for a while, mate. I need a few. Wayne Corrado, I've been worried about him. Texted him tonight, he hasn't come on again, so I told him to come and see you soon at the house because he's not well. Don't get him right. Black pudding, very nice. Ooh, I don't like it. Fucking hate it, I do. Well, I can't handle the taste of it. Black pudding, very nice. Yeah, a lot of people like the black pudding. None of our family like it at all. They like the tatty scones and stovies. Stovies is mince fried with onions. You fry them with onions and then you have your boiled potatoes. You have two tins of beans. I like carrots in it as well. And then you put your gravy in and put it all together. Take the fat out and the mince. And then you put it in the frying pan. You put into the big pan of stovies. And that's like, people have like in Liverpool, they have their meal, haggis. In Scotland as well as another one they have, but I don't fancy the haggis meat. The insides of a sheep's stomach. The fuck that, I don't want that. Yeah, so I we used to make that all the time with me and Bobby. It's lovely. A lot of people use it to, when you've got no money, they'll get like a big my mum used to get a 5 stone bag of teas, like maybe 8 tins of beans or something, 2 or 3 pounds of mince. So you knew you've always got food, and she used to get 12 burgers, fish fingers, things like that. So they were easy. You can go for a family of like what was there now? Family 7 of us in the family. When my uncle was always there, or a mate of mine, so it was like 8, 9 people sometimes in the house. So you'd get that big bag of potatoes that last you for ages. Beans, egg chips and beans. Proper council tea, that, isn't it? So most people had that in them days, or burger, chips and beans or something. Yeah, busy tonight. I've been busy tonight as well on here. Survival. Peter, yes. The survival supplies at the bottom of the compass. No, I didn't have one of them, and I know what you're on about. Not a survival one. It was just a normal knife, you know, like there's nothing else in it, just a little bit of like a brassy colour. It was a brown handle, a bit of wood, and it was just about that long. It wasn't one of them ones where you open it up. I know what you're on about what the SES have. It wasn't one of them types. You know, a lock knife, that's what it was called, a lock knife. Loads of people had them, like lock knives in the old days. Loads of football hooligans used to carry them. Yeah, lock knife, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, there's loads about me. Yeah, Peter, it's fucking loads of people, especially in the old days, loads of people had them as tools. They were just about that big when you folded them up. So you could have them in your hand, like they're only about 4 inches long. So when you opened it up, the blade was probably 4 inches inside the thing. So they were used. A lot of people use them just to stab people in the leg or in the ass. Most people just stab them in the leg or the ass. So if you stab somebody above the waist, it's attempted murder. See, so Speedy would always stab them or slash them across the face, or stab them in the fucking ass and scare them in the way. And then they think, fuck that, he stabbed me. Next time I'll fucking kill you. He said, he's left cunt. Levitation. Levitation, that means going up. 43 on, 49, thumbs up, nearly up to 50, nearly at 60 tonight, first time for ages. Don't forget to push like buttons, anyone on, which is put the thumbs up for the show if you like the show that we're watching. It just does the troll's head in. He's saying, I don't get any views, no one's watching your telly, you've got no subscribers. He's fucking round the fucking twist. What are all these people on here then? Fucking Scotch mist. What it is, it's the brownies saying it's fucking fried his head, hasn't it? The Browns fucked his head. Fucking Fraggle Rock, that's the beauty, innit? No, that Fraggle Rock. No, that Fraggle Rock. Fucking state of him. He even shot, he's got someone to shoot him in the leg with a gun. You see it on the video, he stood there and he goes, pull the trigger. The lad shoots him, he said to me, I just wanted to see what it was like to be shot, like Joe and Lee Duffy's been shot. I just wanted to feel what it was like. I said, well, that wasn't a gun, you got shot with a BB gun, you silly cunt. That's not a real gun. So he shot, he's in the house, shooting a BB gun. Why hasn't he been arrested for that? You can't have BB guns in the house and shoot people with them and not get off with it when you're on video doing it. He gets off again. Everything he does, he gets off. The cops would see that on video and have him arrested. You get done for it, for having a firearm in the house. A BB gun is classed as a firearm. If they catch you with it, they can shoot you dead in the street with it because it just looks like a real firearm. It's a replica. Obviously, you can get replicas, but it's a BB gun. Only size, but it's a replica, 9mm, whatever. Firearm. It just looks like a real firearm, doesn't it? So you're not even allowed to have them. I know a lad who went to a petrol station off his head on drugs, him and his brother, and they holding it up, they painted the gun black, and it was a fucking water pistol. The woman said, that's a water pistol, you daft cunt, and he still got 7 years for it. 7 years. It was the garage on the one we were going on top of the cops in Norton, and you're going out of Norton to the back road, Darlington back lane, on that way, there's a petrol station there, he robbed that. They tried to rob it, they never gave him the money, but in about 30 minutes of him doing it, he got caught. There were about 5, 6 fucking squad cars all over. I was just in the area at the time, near the hospital I was. And I've seen all these cop cars running about and I'm getting fucking off me. In case they pulled me for something. And later on it was on the news, he got caught and he got, it was either 6 or 7 years I think he got. Because he said it was the intention was there, say. It's due there. If they think it's a real fire. If I'd done that now and put me on and said, give you money, I've got a gun and I'm going to shoot you. Because I've told you I've got a firearm. And it's in there, and that's the dual arm distress to someone. They could have a heart attack, people die, and you say things like that. So you get punished for the full thing of the law. It's the letter of the law. They punish you just the same. So you could go with a knife, plastic fucking one, wherever, and you pretend it's a knife, real, put it to somebody's throat, and they can't, and say, I'm going to cut your throat if you don't give us the money. It could be plastic. They might not see it's plastic, but they think it's fucking real. So you'll get jailed for it, for armed robbery. Imagine asking somebody to shoot you in the leg to see what it feels like. Fucking round the twist he is. So he shot him in the left leg, I think he said. He said, I told you the left or the right. He said, one of the two. And I said, what, you're on about? So Terry showed me it. He said, what a fucking divvy. I want to get shot in the leg to see what it feels like. Texas border, Mexico, yeah. Yeah, you know. Oh, I was right. The Texans got it back off them. Absolutely fine for that land. And the other one was General, I can't remember his name, the American one now. He waited. But that's what they went in America and wiped them out because they were fucking them there were that brave. They all died, nearly every one of them. The Alamo, the last stand at the Alamo, that was at the end. Every one of them got killed in it. But they're all known, like say, top fighters in that game, like Indian fighters and stuff like that. They were all known, big massive names. Jim Bowie was another one, the Bowie knife. Then there was, I can't the one now. There's quite a few of them. One was a card player. He was lethal with guns and knives. There was about 5 or 6 top fighters from different parts of America. Helped the Yankees, they call them then, or the Southerners. But they all went up against them, and Santana came through with all his troops, and they were firing cannonballs at them and all fucking sorts, but they still wouldn't run. They just stood up. They had a fort, one of the old cowboy forts. They had the men and they're behind there. They stood behind there and they just wouldn't give in. When they blew the doors off, they were still fighting them, and they were just got overrun then. It was just far too many soldiers. They killed them all. But yeah, they were known as like the bravest people going there. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them combs. They're like a silver on there. The black bit's that side. When you've got it like that, it looks like a real fleck knife. I used to have one years ago, and you push a button, it comes out, but you just comb your hair. But it looks like a proper flick knife, doesn't it? You push a little button on it. Yeah. Yeah, but if you read that, the cops said that, see that, they could shoot you with it, you know. And just as soon as they see something like that, they just love to shoot double eggs and chips. If you were flush, yeah, tea biscuit. Yeah, they used to get 2, 3 trays of eggs. I think then there was, I think it's 24 in a tray now. I think it was 30 in a tray then. And you'd have them, but remember we used to do like a good Sunday dinner, so you should do mince again with carrots, cabbage, and she'd do the gravy and everything on a Sunday, and the mashed potatoes and the roast turkeys and stuff. Oh, yeah, if you were lucky, you'd get like a sweet. Very lucky, you get a sweet. Like she used to make a marvelous rice, and everyone used to want. I used to want the skin off it. Well, you're not getting the skin. Everyone would argue over the skin. It's fucking beautiful, the skin. Or rice pudding, homemade rice pudding with carnation milk. Yeah, it was fucking class. And you put fresh milk on the top of it when you're having it because it was red hot. Yeah, you go to Javelin, loads of people get nicked for them. I know loads of people have been done for them firearms and BB guns. Yeah, it's just the same. You get like fucking, you can get 5 years for the country. The law is 5 year sentencing guidelines for even if it's an imitation firearm. You still get nicked for it because it still costs us. It's against the law to have them. So if you get caught with bullets, it's 10 years. If it's a real gun and you get caught with a real gun, you get 5 years. That's the guidelines. Most people get 3 to 5 years. But if you get caught with a real gun and it's got bullets, you get 10 years. The guidelines to go to jail, 10 years jail. That's why I got rid of them all, mate. Oh, fuck this. Not worth it. You couldn't get done before. I know people that I've called Jeff from Ferry Hill, where was it Ferry Bridge or Ferry Hill? Ferry Hill was it? And he used to have. He was allowed to have up to 6 firearms. So he had 5 guns and a shotgun. He had a license for them, and he used to have like these steel boxes. He used to have to put them in, and if we needed out, we used to get it off him allegedly. Passed away. You shot yourself in the end, killed yourself. Yours. I've just banged that little bang, that tiny little knock. He's heard me. You just heard me there, just that little bang there, just that tiny little knock. Oh, didn't you know that, Peter? The haggis, yeah, it's inside of his fucking sheep's stomach. Haggis. They cut it open, gut it, and it's all the fucking intestines and all whatever they put in. I don't know what it is, but I know it's the inside of a sheep's stomach. It wasn't for me. My mate brought me some down and I'm not having that. It's fucking horrible. Yeah, sheep's stomach. Beans. Stovies, it's called. Scottish, got any stovies, any tatty scones, aye, no bother. I like that big man. I like that big man, aye. No bother, I'm not bother. Jesse James. No, before Jesse James. He wasn't around then, Jesse James. It was Jesse James had been killed, he got shot. Jesse James got killed with the railroad. He got killed because what they did is they went to his mum's house and they wanted to buy the house and she said, no, you're not having it. So they threw a dynamite in the house and blew the fucking house up and killed Jesse James' mum and Frank James. So Jesse James and that became railway, used to rob the railways, and they were notorious, like gangsters in a way. So they'd go around. White Earp, the one who shot him, he was his best friend. Not White Earp, it was a White Earp, I think. White Earp was a sheriff. I think it was White Earp who shot. I'm not 100%, but anyway, Jesse James and them. They reckon that he was Jesse James. Shut up! They're fucking trying to talk. The James gang, they had the hole in the wall gang. They were called. They used to have that place, the hole in the wall in America. And for every single thing like me in the Northeast, anyone getting shot, anyone getting stabbed, anyone getting killed, the cops would fucking raid my house. They'd be at my house the next day. Be an armed response all over the place. So Buffalo Bill was he was the one who shot the buffaloes, and he was also an Indian fighter, and he used to obviously make money off the buffaloes. He used to get a fortune off them, but he was in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Totally different ones there with in the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. He actually, when they had that fight, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and they went to Mexico, that never happened. Only in the end we go fire, boom, 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 fire, boom. Everyone shot him around the wall. They picked up historians. There was no general down there, and there was no infantry down there. So they reckon he lived. I don't know which it was Butch Cassidy, which one of them. One of them lived, and he became a car salesman. He lived till he fucking right the way through. He was dead old, and he got away. But Jesse James, he had Frank Young, I think it was Youngers, and I think it was one of them came in. He was actually in. He was putting a poster on the wall that said "Welcome Home," like on the wall, and what was he called? Was it Young? So anyway, Howard. That was his name. Howard. His name was Howard, and he shot him. Something Howard. His name was. And he shot him, Jesse James in the back, and Jesse James didn't have a gun. So he come out and I'll kill Jesse James. I've killed Jesse James. Like that little cunt would do a little coward's trick. And he ran down the street, and everyone was like, he thought he was dead brave. So Frank came. Either Frank he killed him. Yeah, it was Jesse James, and Frank came and fucking killed him, shot him on stage, because he used to do the thing on stage. He'd go on and go bang, and if he shot him in the street, like it was a hero. And so you used to be an entertainer on the stage, and you used to get paid off them. So fucking Frank got him in the crowd and shot the cunt, killed him. Yeah, fucking that was got him back. But his mum, that's what Jesse James them. They were just normal farmers, and they ended up fucking the railroad wanted to come through the landing. They wouldn't let them come through, so they threw a fire, like a stick of dynamite, and the poor old man got blew up. That's how they became baddies. And Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid. I put the film in it. It's like when I've been in pubs and people go, can't come in. And on his he went, you move or I'll shoot you. So he stood with a gun like that. So he's going, I'll shoot you in a minute. So Butch stood there, and Sundance is that side, and he goes, how is Sundance? Let's go. And the bloke shit himself. She said, are you the Sundance Kid? He went, yeah. I went, well, if I draw on you, you'll kill me. He said, yep, I will. Well, I won't draw him, but he fucking shit himself. I've had that when I've gone in the clubs with people with them there a few times, and they've been different doormen from different ages. I've gone to go in and go, you can't come in, you have to pay. I said, oh, I don't have to pay, mate. No disrespect. I said, I'm a doorman myself. Asked the owner. So the owner was Bash, billionaire Bash. He owned most of the nightclubs. He's got hospitals in Pakistan and stuff. And he owned a massive taxi firm. And he's like that Bash behind him with his hand on his head, thinking, oh, Brian's on a fucking the big Geordie lad he was from Newcastle. About 18 stone, and 3 or 4 lads with him. I said, oh, you have to pay. And Bash went, no, he's all right. So then I went in, he went, oh, all right, big Bry. Then he heard it was me. He went, oh, I swear I didn't know you were Brian Cockerill. I didn't know. So I said, don't worry about it, you're only doing your job. I didn't make a big thing, you know. Like, I didn't want to fucking embarrass the lad out, but I just, no, I don't pay me. He said, no, I really didn't know it was you, Brian. I really promise you. I said, stop panicking over now. I said, yeah, shake me hand. And he shook me hand. Do you want a drink? He said, no, thanks very much. You want one? I went, no. I was just nice with him, but I was like, it reminded me of Sundance Kid. He went, are you the Sundance Kid? And he went, oh, you Brian Cockerill. It was funny as fuck. Nevada Smith. Nevada. There was a cowboy called the Nevada Smith. That was a good film with Paul Newman, and that was really good. There's an Indian in it. That's a brilliant film, that. Billy the Kid was 13 when he killed his first person. I think it was his daddy shot. He was known as William Bunny. That was his real name. And he got the sheriff, I can't remember the sheriff's name, who got him now. He shot Pat Garrett. Pat Garrett shot him and killed him in the street. But William Bunny killed something like 21 men down near Mexico, and they loved him in Mexico, the women and that. And he was a hero because he'd go into the Badlands. He'd go in there, and the Americans, he'd rob them and pinch the money off them and come back to Mexico. They all loved him down in Mexico. But he got killed off. Pat Garrett was his best friend. He shot him, I think he shot him in the back, to tell you the truth. Haggis, turnips and potatoes. Ugh, not for me, mate. I don't like them fucking turnips, them cattle ones. Look, you know, we used to have to pinch them when we were kids to live. And potatoes, all the farmers' fields on it. When we lived near it, we lived on the A19 in a little cottage. We had no fucking food, so we had to go out and have to dig the turnips up. And they were all stringy, like stringing them. I can't even make a fucking noise when he starts. I'm going to have to go. Right, I'm going to go. He's doing me fucking head in. I'm going to stop doing these. Fucking doing me happening. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot. That dog can't do anymore. The dog's driving me fucking mental. Every time you talk, make a fucking noise. You're there breathing in your own house. I'll have to do it. Right, I'm off. See you tomorrow. Your nightmares. Okay, mate. Like old James Dean films. Yeah, I hate the old James Dean. James Dean was a great actor, mate. Absolutely brilliant. But you know the one who died in a car crash, driving the car. Right, I'm off. My back's killing me. Oh God. Cheers, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Don't be late, because I won't be. Good night, everyone. Turn it off then for us, please.
Yeah, he's setting, the wolf's setting him off.
No, I can't. 3 hours, 2 hours back.
Well, we'll just